Boom. Ace.
What's up, man?
Thanks for coming, buddy.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome.
To your lair.
Yeah. You were the first official stream with the microphone setups, and now you are my latest stream with the microphone setups, dude.
As of today, I guess.
As of today, dude.
What are you drinking in that coffee cup?
This is just Trader Joe's coffee. I bounce around. I will have pretty much a pot a day, and it
a whole entire pot of coffee to yourself?
Black coffee. So there's no sugar or milk in it, and that's kind of
straight black coffee.
That's kind of the compromise I make for myself. So I really only drink in my life water and coffee, and
dehydrate to hydrate.
Yeah, kind of thing. It's just it helps my productivity. I'm naturally love kind of zapping around. So and it's fun. I don't drink or smoke any more pot, you know. So it's my way of fucking letting loose a little bit or tightening up.
You don't smoke cigarettes or anything?
I don't. I have been. I had before. I don't usually anymore. I would casually, like, if I saw my friend smoking a Juul or something, like I was out, everybody was out drinking or something, and I was just like standing outside being cold. I'd be like, hey, let me hit that thing or something just to
warm you up a little
just
bit.
Just to keep the situation alternative, you know, for me, you know, because then you're just kind of out watching your friends get fucked up. But no, it was
it's definitely interesting being around people like that when you have done it before.
Into that, scoot up a little bit into the mic. I just want to make sure everybody hears your beautiful voice.
Do you know, like, when you're out there with your friends and your friends are all like they're all drinking, they're all smoking and stuff, but then you decide that, you know, for you it must be weird to see everyone, because you were like, oh, I was on this side at one point, but now I'm seeing it on the other side.
Yeah.
How does it feel? Like, how does it feel for you when you have to be out with your friends and you're just kind of like?
Well, first of all, I appreciate you asking questions about me. That's probably my favorite thing on the stream is when my guests come and fucking ask me stuff.
Because you do know I host a podcast too. So
we were going to talk about that.
This is what you do. I like interviewing people more than I like being interviewed. That's how I operate.
Oh, really? I like a trade off. I do 18 guests. Well, this month will be 18 guests.
Is that the most you've had in a month?
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
18's my lucky number.
Really?
Yeah.
Boom. And you're here this month.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
There we go.
One of the 18.
I try not to, as far as like judging my friends. Like, okay, I got myself to the position I was at when I was drinking. There was nobody like, hey, come over, man, we're going to fucking watch this TV show. And then as soon as I sat down, I was handcuffed to a chair. And they were like, you're drinking today, dude.
Yeah.
I was responsible for all the drinking I did.
It wasn't like a forced thing. Like, here, you have to drink this much.
Yeah.
I'm going to hand you shot after shot. See, I wasn't a big fan of that. Like, if you show up to something and people go, drink. No, drink. You got to drink this. It's like, dude, I'm done. Don't be a pussy. It's like, I don't want to hear that. Like, No one does well under that kind of pressure. It's
for sure
unfair.
And you have to be, I think, looking at anything generally speaking in life is can be problematic. So even when you're at the bar, you know, you can't, it's not black and white. Like, you're there, let's say you're there with 7 friends. Not every friend is ordering the same drink. I mean, one friend is going to have 2 drinks. One friend is going to have fucking 5 drinks. One friend has done this much this week and needs a drink. One friend has done. So it's kind of like, it's way easier to just like keep the focus on yourself, you know? And all I know is, like, when I go out with my friends, I'm thankful that my friends are still around to hang out, and I go out and I know it's like, I know that I got a bunch of shit to do, and so that I can't really be drinking that night, and that day just seems to happen every day. Okay. Like, if that makes sense. And I just keep the focus on me, because it would, you know, like, you don't want to be a zealot, because I never wanted to appear. I always thought that position was embarrassing, like where somebody gets into something and then all of a sudden they're like, you know, man, like, because I'm vegetarian too. Yeah. And I don't want to be at my friends' dinner tables like, you know what that fucking cow had to go through so you can have burgers. Dude, I ate burgers forever, man. I got it. And I'm doing the thing for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like I'm not conquesting anything, dude. I just like, I don't drink or smoke because I don't, you know, I like me better sober. I don't, and like, that's why, like, I would never like claim edge or something. And all the fucking, I mean, all of the all of the signs are there. Like I only listen to hardcore pretty much exclusively and drum and bass. Shout out UK. But I just like
is this recently or has this always been?
I've always listened to hardcore like my whole life, but I kind of like I don't know. I prided myself on being like, yeah, like hippie hardcore. Like I fucking like I smoke pot because a lot of like there were some San Francisco bands and then Final Fights from El Segundo, and those dudes weren't straight edge. Mm-hmm. And so I knew when I was young, like, oh, there's hardcore dudes in the scene that aren't straight edge and they get away with it. So like, I don't have to be straight edge. I like all of the, and I think the older you get, the harder it is to label yourself things, but all of the ingredients are there to call myself straight edge, I guess. I just don't want to be like, so for example, the other day I got my leg, I got that stupid Dodgers tattoo covered up. I'm not even a Dodgers fan. It was it was just a stupid 17-year-old tattoo. Cause like, again, I was
was it the LA sign?
Yeah, it was like LA sign with two baseball bats with a banner that had nothing in the banner. And I was gonna get holding it down. It was just stupid. And I got it covered up, but I was talking to my buddy about it, and I had access. My friend had just had surgery and has access to like Norco pills, and I was like, hey, like I'm getting my thigh tattooed. It's gonna fucking hurt like crazy. It goes all the way to behind my leg, and I was like, hey, if I could get a Norco for my tattoo, that'd be great. And it was fine, and everything worked out. But what I don't want is to put myself in a position where I'm in a situation like that, and somebody's chasing me down, going, hey man. Yeah. Like, you're going to fucking take a Norco after everything you've been through? I never wanted to be in that position. So I just kind of do what's right for me day by day. You know, I go out, keep the focus on myself when my friends are fucking drinking and shit. Yeah. I only see me not drinking. And my friends are still my friends. I love them because they're my friends. You know, I see pictures of them and I don't even hear them talking, and I love them, you know, and I feel love and shit. So it's not even like my friends don't have to be anything that I am in order for me to love them. As a matter of fact, I love them for everything that I'm not, if that makes sense. Yeah. You know? So, yeah, it
does get kind of boring surrounding yourself with the same kind of people.
Yeah.
You have the same interests. You guys all follow the same path. You always got to have, you know, having an eccentric set of friends is always fun.
For sure.
Because you always, you can always, it's like those movies, like those teenage movies. There's always like the jock. There's always the guy who's crazy, the guy
Breakfast
who's really
Club.
calm. Yeah, basically Breakfast Club.
Yeah, Breakfast Club.
Yeah, so it's like those mix of people, I think, now in our society is a lot more acceptable than before. You know, when the Breakfast Club came out, it was like you had the goth chick, you had the jock, you had the
super cliquey,
whatever. Yeah, super cliquey. But now it's like everybody hangs out with each other, which is cool.
The older we get, I think that we become more tolerable and realize that like labels were fucking
stupid.
Yeah,
it's a high school thing, and it's ridiculous.
And it only creates differences between us when really I think we're older, and like everybody at our age has experienced loss at this point, you know, and shit. And it's easier to find similarities between each other rather than finding differences between each other. It's way easier. It's like what's that saying, like where it takes fucking like 3 muscles in your face to smile, but like 100,
like 1,000 to frown.
It's like
more work to frown than it is to smile.
It takes way more work to find differences in the people around you than it does to just like smile and be like, oh shit, man, like I like your shirt. You know, it could be anything. It could be fucking anything. And I don't know. I never understood that same problem. Like, you ever hear about like people going to bars or whatever and like, yeah, man, and then I got into a fight, and it's like, and I'm like,
I've had to deal with that kind of stuff because, I mean, you know me, I'll talk to anybody. I'm super chill with everybody.
Approachable, yeah.
And I'll talk to whoever. Like, if you're next to me, I'm gonna try to talk to you because I don't like dead air. I don't like feeling like I'm not doing anything.
Yeah,
and if I can strike up a conversation with somebody and learn a little bit about them, then that's cool. But like sometimes you meet the wrong person who's probably had too much to drink or who's a little crazy, and they like get in your face for no reason. Like, dude, I'm just trying to be friendly. And some people don't like. You learn that some people just don't like being friendly, and some people just don't like, I guess, something that's different than what they're used to.
Yeah, well, that's exactly it too. Is like now I'm at the point in my life, and I think that I'm 95% correct when I assume this, and I don't like to assume, but there's a reason that person deals weird with love, you know. And oh shit, so I fucking that scared the shit out of me. Nick just subscribed. It came through the speakers. Nick, you scared the shit out of us. Nick, I love you.
Oh,
Thanks for the
that's so funny.
subscription. Yeah, man. I just,
Uh,
I think that there's people out there who have been in a position where they've had to defend themselves
yeah.
most of their life. And when and that becomes just the same way, Ace has things that he does that are just tendencies of you. This becomes a tendency to just defend for themselves because at some point in their life, they got put into a position where what they were wasn't good enough and had to fight for it.
Yeah.
So now that's their go-to. And especially at bars, man. I mean, a lot of people, there's people at bars who are there to have fun. There's people who are, tying one on after a hard work week, but there's people out there drinking to forget.
Yeah.
And you can't assume the same way I said generalization is problematic. You can't generalize a bar scene and think that everybody's just there to do like it's a Little John music video and everybody's there to dance to Pitbull and pour shots and we're all going home at 4 and it's gonna be great. Exactly. We'll do it again. There's people in there, with really damaged lives and shit. So
you can go to, a bunch of examples. You go to like the bookstore.
Yeah.
A lot of happy people, a lot of broken people. You go to like a church. There's happy people, broken people. You go to the mall. People go to the mall. What do they go there to shop? A lot of people go there to shop to be happy, right?
Yeah.
And some people, shop therapy or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And then there's people who just go to the mall just to hang out and just interact with other people.
Right.
Some people just need to be around other people and just like different situations that you're in. You just really can't judge it. People think that you go to a bar, it's all bad.
Yeah.
You go anywhere, like there's going to be a pre-notion for everything that you go to, but it's like if you go into things with an open mind for stuff, like then there's no harm in that. There's no issues with anybody.
Let me pull up the chat. Sorry, Nick subscribed and
how many people
got him? Yeah, Nick, you fucking did get it. That scared the shit out of us.
So it plays a noise or a sound.
It does to the people who subscribed it. I should have turned it down on our speakers so that only they heard it. But I had the speakers up, so it scared the fuck out of us because it did in fact scare the fuck out of us.
I was like, I think your Spotify went off.
No, that's actually my old band. I didn't have when I first started this, I didn't have any clips like.
So you just got.
I didn't have any music, so I just took clips from my own
not
band.
A violation of.
Yeah, I just didn't want to deal with it. Yeah, but so now
I do the same thing, dude. I'd rather not deal with any copyright issues or having anyone email you saying, hey, you owe me this much money. It's like, well, I have enough of my own music, so I'm just gonna play that or my friend's music if they allow me to.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't like make money. I think I'll cross a bridge one day. Like,
oh no, you'll make money
if I do have a sponsor and shit. I'll get to a point where we'll have to sort some out. But the truth is like, dude, I have so many musician friends. Like, yo, fuckers, like make a fucking 5-second thing for me. Like, like goddamn.
Too many of them.
Yeah, I have so many.
We can just call all of them out. Let's see. Does Eric Finley?
There's Eric Finley. There's the whole Sea Haven. Yeah,
all the Sea Haven guys.
The whole Sea Haven crew. There's you.
I can make you. I'll just make you pop punk stuff. For catchy whatever.
That's okay. So here's the thing: is like I don't really think I necessarily. So I was supposed to do this with my buddy Nick Chepa. Mm-hmm. The problem is that I have found that this dream is fun. This podcast dream is fun.
This is not a dream, dude. You're doing it.
Yeah. But I'm trying to I'm trying to articulate this idea that when it got started, it was fun and it was a fresh new idea and there was a million people in the live chat feed. Yeah. And now it's really just and I think it's better because now the focus is just between me and you.
Just hanging out.
I literally trimmed out all the fat. So the way but what I'm saying is at first, like I had ideas of like my buddy Nick was going to be sitting there and he was going to be producing.
I remember
music,
you told me that last time.
Producing music, and then we would play music, and now it's literally me and my friend with microphones, and we talk about shit.
Talk about whatever.
It's just so that.
See, this is the kind of stuff that I enjoy. I like enjoying conversations
for sure with
people, like just talking, because you know what, you never know what you're going to talk about. You can go into something thinking, oh, we'll talk about this. This is what we have in common. And you start with that. And you start to go deeper and deeper. And you're like, oh, you start learning more about each other, which is a great way. I mean, that's what conversations are, right? You just start to learn more about somebody.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely. I had to pull.
That's why this is fun. This is why you're
Yeah.
enjoying it.
Oh, I love it. And
This is so fun.
I think what's important too is I've made note of this is that it's important, especially in the year 2019 when everybody is half-assing their interactions. And I try to mold this better.
Yeah.
Every time I bring this
Yeah.
topic up, I try to sculpt this idea to be as pristine as possible, but some days I let it slip, so I'll do my best.
Their
right now.
interactions are mostly online, behind a keyboard,
Right.
just talking shit.
Took the words right out of my
Talking
mouth,
shit
man.
to each other, and it's like
2019, it's never been more important. I don't see a lot of shit talking. I think that I've been pretty prominent about, like, oh, negative shit, unfollow. Negative shit, unfollow. And now it's like to the point I don't see a lot of like drama.
yeah.
Because I think that pertains to a certain personality, and I tend to stay away from a certain personality. I'm very thankful for all my secure ass friends who love themselves online. You know, I don't see a lot of that shit.
Yeah, no, I see it. I think it's because the political climate and the social climate right now.
Oh, I see that.
So you see that crap, but I just scroll past it. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, I tend to only. I mean, that shit. There's
too much of it, I think.
It's kind
Way too
of
much of
it's
it.
oversaturated. There's a lot of it, but I can only focus on what I can.
Yeah.
You know, and I think everybody just, you know, I only know what I'm doing. I focus on doing the right thing. I try to be as charitable as possible. Try to give back. Be good to everyone around me. I've done my political part. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know, I ride my bike to work. I don't even drive.
I can't wait to ask you about that.
Yeah. There's not much more to talk about other than I got a bike because I fucking trying to reduce my carbon footprint a little bit.
What kind of bike is it?
It's a specialized IES, depends on what language the model of the bike is
Is
written
it French?
If it is, it's
How do you spell
IA
it? A-L-L-E-Z?
or IA. I elite. Well, the last word's elite, and elite is an English
That's just
word.
a regular word.
Yeah,
Regular
so it would be the
English word.
Alez Elite.
Yeah.
Okay, so the
Okay.
Alez Elite,
Uh-huh.
and it's a it's a great fucking bike. I got it on Craigslist for way cheaper than I should have.
It's like a 6-speed or
It's
something.
a
I don't know
10.
much.
It's a 10 speed.
So
Yeah,
that's
it's a road bike.
better.
Yeah, it's really
Worse?
fast. I don't
Better
know.
than a BMX bike, right? Because BMX
Yeah.
is just one gear and you just jump
Yes,
and do tricks with it.
it's not a fixed gear because it's a I forget what.
Because you can pedal and then the chain will keep
free
going.
rotate
Okay,
or
yeah,
some
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
See,
yeah.
I'm not a bikeologist. So how this started is I was running a lot and
You did a 5K recently.
I did a
too, right?
5K because I told myself I was going to. I do it every year, and
How much is a 5K?
it's like 3.2 miles or some shit. But
That's a lot. That's
yeah.
a lot for someone who doesn't run.
For somebody who doesn't run, well,
Yeah.
I like doing that kind of shit because it's you need little reminders of how far you've come,
Okay,
and it's little races like that, like insignificant, but the fact that like, by the way,
I don't
bro,
know if that's insignificant. I mean, that's like more than I can say. I've never ran a 5K.
yeah,
I've walked 3 miles and it killed me.
yeah,
I walk on the golf course and I'm dead.
It's a muscle, just like learning how to talk into a microphone for a podcast, man. It's just something that you make sure that you try to do.
Yeah.
It's
It's like a personal goal of yours.
yeah,
right?
it's a personal goal.
Now,
And
do you have a goal to do like a 10K or like a half marathon, a full marathon?
so how this whole evolution started is about 6 months ago I sobered up.
Mhm.
And I think I internalized the idea of the lost time that has happened in the
Okay.
10 years, not really appreciating the fact that everything I've been through has brought me up to this point here.
Yeah.
But I think that I would internalize all the lost time for myself, and I think I fell into a state of panic. So I started signing myself up for all of these, not excruciating, but these things that would push me to a certain limit that would
Okay.
be beyond. It would be extraordinary amongst the ordinary.
So when you say state of panic, like you
fighting for lost time, dude.
Okay,
Fighting
so
for lost.
you-
So trying to be the
okay.
best me in the present I can be.
okay. I thought it was something like I have X amount of years to live, that kind of panic.
No.
Okay.
It was more panic. Like, yo, what's up, dude? Oh, that's a new face. Yo, what's up?
What's up? SP0TTED.
I think I see spotted.
Spotted. I read zeros when I see zeros.
So I fell into this state of panic, and when I had sobered up, I was like, oh my goodness, like I gotta push myself to the limit. You know, I've been so lazy. I kind of looked at the mess I had made for myself that accumulated over the 10 years, which wasn't a mess at all. And, you know, I started getting up at like 5:30 in the morning, like started to really miss out on valuable time with my loved ones because it was unproductive and shit like that. And
it was, I feel like it's like that kid mentality, you know, when you're like in high school, you don't want to spend time with your family because you're just kind of like, this is lame, I can hang out with my friends or something like that.
Yeah, but it was more like towards productive activities. Like if I felt like it was remotely resemblant of anything that I had done in the past 10 years, which I had felt at the time wasn't, you know, wasn't productive and didn't move me forward, I would panic and be like, so, you know, I was missing out on nights where my girlfriend just wanted to like hang out and watch TV with me. I would get frustrated with her and be like, no, we need to go running. Like we got to go bike. And I was really not fun to be around for a little bit. And this is why I was starting. And then I had this podcast and I was like, well, how can I expect people to take my advice if I'm not this for them, right. You know? And it fucking made me so ugly. It made me so ugly. And the end of the 5K, I was really kind of getting towards the end of it. I did the 5K and then I was trying to plan my next like fucking Rambo move. And I didn't want to because I was just tired, man. I was tired of getting up at 5:15 in the morning to sit cross-legged myself because some successful fucking fools who think they know what's best for everybody on Instagram and shit with millions of followers fucking told me to do it. And I don't even fucking know these people. They don't know the first thing about me. Like it was a fucking mess, man. And I felt so disconnected from all my friends, my loved ones. I felt disconnected from myself, worst of all. So dude, I just started having fun. I said, you know what, man, I'm not fucking doing anything I don't want. I have my backbone. I'm not going to do drugs. I'm not going to drink. I'm not going to eat meat because I like animals.
When did you stop eating meat?
2 months. 2 months ago. This like developed in this. And then ever since I wanted to start having fun again, I've been in the position to eat meat and I've just been like, no, I'm good. Dude, there's so many meat substitutes now. It's not fucking hard for me, man. And I like that. Like I see cute pictures of cows and pigs and shit and I'm like, I got your back, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I'm on their time. It does something for me and it's positive. It's a positive reaction. It's not like a negative thing like, man, I can't eat this, I fucking miss meat, this sucks. It's like man, I'm really thankful that I made the decision where like an animal didn't have to die in order for me to be as full as I feel right now type deal, you know?
So are you know how you were saying that you're not claiming straight edge because you don't want someone to just be like, oh, I'm
just not eating meat today.
So okay, so you're just not eating meat today.
I'm not gonna eat meat. You know, like if it got to a point, you know, like where.
What if it was like some of your friends are like, let's go to In-N-Out. Let's go to In-N-Out after this.
I'd get a grilled cheese.
Okay.
I'd get a grilled cheese. You know, it's
just your mentality.
It's just the mentality, man. It's just me. Like I feel like I got homies. You know, like animals are my people. And but if I was in a position, you know, my problem is the state of the concentrated animal farms, like where the animals are locked into cages. It's just gross and kind of fucked up. And I think we all fucking know it, but we all like, no, I don't want to look. Just give me my bacon. And one day I went, no, I'm going to look. And I looked and I was like, yo, this is fucked up, man. I don't want to eat fucking bacon. Yeah. And especially it's like 2019. It's like there's a million other, like, just don't eat bacon. I'll eat eggs, you know, because chickens will naturally produce eggs, whether they're locked up in a cage or not. You know, like it develops. But just for right now, it's just meat and I don't need to eat it and it's all good.
So no more jerky jabroni for you, man.
He's doing sweet potato for me.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
is that why he's doing it?
Yeah. Well, he's doing it.
Shout out to you, Toph.
Shout out. How many subs do you guys have? I don't know, dude. I don't really check that stuff. Sorry, I didn't get. I hide literally every stat. Ace can confirm that. Yeah. I literally hide everything because
it's just up here and
because it's not
keeping it simple.
It's not important to me, man. I that's my homie Nick.
What kind of? I mean,
that's my homie Nick who subscribed to me.
That's a very random. For me, that's a random question. What's the significance of having how many
subs? Like I think it's like how many. Yo, But we just got another fucking subscription. Thank you, man.
Twitch Prime.
I appreciate
What's
that.
Prime?
So
What is that? It's like Amazon Prime.
Twitch, yeah. It's
so
linked.
does your videos get delivered to me within 2 days or something like that for free?
Yeah, absolutely. No fucking. It's same day delivery. I appreciate that, man. I haven't checked how many. I haven't checked how many subscribers I have. I wanted to create a channel where I got to spend one-on-one time with my friends.
Yeah.
And people who weren't my friends, I'm sure will be on here at some point. But
There's
I hide
plenty of people to meet still.
Yeah, I
Plenty
hide everybody in the stats, dude. I hide how many people are watching, how much time. No problem. I've been enjoying the stream. Well, good,
Cool.
man. But I will say that now that you have subscribed, if you have a Discord account, make sure that you link your Discord to your Twitch account, because it will get you'll get invited to the Discord server, and I give free backgrounds for computers and cell phones using my art. I'm a graphic designer. And
Wait, so Twitch now works with Discord as well?
No. You could just get invited to a Discord server if your shit is linked up. That's something I do. You can do anything with your subscribers.
Got it. Okay.
And my subscribers, it's $5 a month, but I got to make the juice worth the squeeze. So I have a server where I'll keep updates. There was a Game of Thrones channel where we'd all bitch about how the show was coming to a fuck.
You can talk about. I haven't watched an episode.
Yeah, so I don't really want to talk about it anymore. It's so dead to me. But I release. Not the show's dead. The fucking bitching about it is dead. It's like, everybody go do something, man. Come on. I have a Discord, and the same way. Hold up your piece of art for the camera. I make art for my guests every month, for each guest, and there's different art every month, and I make
and it's personalized to whoever shows up.
But everybody,
so now I have 2 of these.
Everybody in the Discord gets free phone backgrounds using the art that I make for the month.
Okay,
so
cool.
Free phone, and I did a computer background this month.
I only have 1 computer though.
Yeah. Whatever. Trevor, we're still on for Monday, brother. I will see you. We're going to do 6 to 8 the same way we normally do. So I spend my money the way I want to with good people. I appreciate that. Yeah, dude. I appreciate you. So let's get back. I'm going to get back to Ace here. Yeah. I appreciate you guys being here.
You know what you should do? This is side note. You should watch like the Goofy movie or something and have commentary on it. Or something silly like that.
Max, it's really funny you say that. So I'll have songs of 2018 on Spotify. You know, they collect your songs.
Like what you listen to all year.
Eye to Eye is on that.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking love the Goofy movie.
That's a good movie.
Powerline is like a
I wish it was,
band.
as a kid, when you watch it, you wish it was real and that you could go to a concert or a show like that.
Yeah.
And nothing has ever.
The perfect cast.
Right. Like nothing has ever lived up to that concert in my mind.
Yeah, I knew that I had a life of punk rock, if you will, when I saw Max and his friends throw the show during the assembly. I was like, I like this vibe a lot.
Cool.
By the way, that song is so good. I forget, it's not Eye to Eye, it's
the other one. I mean, you can technically play it.
I don't know. I'm not fucking with that. Shout out fucking Goofy movie, and shout out my first crush, Roxanne, dude.
Oh, she was bomb.
Yeah, she's still bomb.
What? So
no, she's not. She's like.
Are they dogs?
She's old. Yeah, they're dogs.
Okay.
Yeah, Goofy is a dog.
So Goofy's a dog, and then Pluto's also a dog. Guys, just different breeds. Just Goofy's a special one that can talk and walk on 2 legs.
Yeah. So yeah.
I guess in the Disney universe or whatever.
Yeah, Goofy is. Yeah, I don't know. He's goofy. His situation's goofy, brother. Yeah. It's different. Hold on, we got a question. Could you make me some cool art with an Audi R8?
Dang.
Brother, I would, but how many guests did I have this month?
I don't know.
18. You're lucky.
Oh, that's right. 18.
I have 18 guests a month, and I have a girlfriend and a full-time job.
He's got a lot of stuff to do, man.
So I would love to.
I'll make you one.
There you go.
No, I can't. I don't know any.
Ace will make.
What I'll do is I'll take a screenshot, and then on the iPhone I can like edit it and just write.
I could do like Photoshop stuff. I could do Photoshop stuff, but I don't know if I could like pen out an Audi R8 and make. Well, we'll be in talks. So hold on. This is going to...
That is the most random thing. That's cool.
Yeah. So
Wait, do you hold on? Do you own an Audi R8? Is this why
we should
you're
explain
asking?
to our YouTube viewers in the future here what's going on here.
Oh, we're talking to people on the Twitch stream.
Yeah, so
There's
this
a
is
chat.
why I tell people that they can tune into Twitch for live interviews is
Yeah.
because you can literally
Ask questions.
you
and
can chime in
interact.
and
Yeah.
be part of the conversation.
I just want to know if he has an R8 because that'd be super cool.
That
That's
would
an
be-
expensive car.
I think they stopped making them. I read something that
The
they were
R8?
going to stop making them. Yeah.
Is it because it's too expensive and no one's buying it?
I don't know. I don't
It's like
know.
a
I didn't read-
$100,000 car.
I'm not a car guy. Again, I'm riding a bike to work.
That's
you
an
know?
expensive car. It's the R8 is. Do you remember Iron Man
Yeah.
2 or 3?
Dude, did you see
The one that he drove.
did you s- did
I
you s-
saw.
Endgame?
Yes,
Yeah.
we can talk about that.
Dude,
I can tell you how disappointed I
don't-
was in that movie.
You were disappointed?
A little bit.
Really?
A little bit. Infinity War is a much better movie for sure.
Has a few supercars, including an R8. His birthday is coming up, and I wanted to get him something. They still make them. They
Oh, they
do
still make
still.
them.
They still
Okay,
make
so
them.
they make them.
Yeah, dude. Endgame.
It's
It was
okay.
It was sick.
It was dope,
It was.
but it wasn't
sick.
Infinity War dope for me.
Infinity War is the one before
Uh-huh.
it. I'm not like a huge super.
It was like
I'm not a huge like Marvel dude, so I just kind of was a onlooker looking at it.
okay.
Yo,
So
how is Doctor Strange not the fucking most badass superhero?
how is he not the strongest? And
Yeah,
like he could do everything.
he can.
He can literally
right?
move everyone anywhere else that he wants.
He's the strongest superhero.
My
right?
only issue is, you know how he gave away.
Rob Beverly is
He
gonna
gave-
listen to this and fucking
Oh, sorry.
freak out.
Oh, did
No.
you guys? Oh, I'm sorry. Should we not talk about it?
No. He's gonna freak out because my buddy Rob Beverly runs a, he has like an Instagram where he like works with he takes like action shots of action figures. And
Okay.
he has like a huge library and sets them up and poses them and
Okay.
shit. It's pretty dope.
Okay.
Shout out Action Force Assemble, but he yeah, we're talking about it right now, and if he ever hears this, he's like, "What the fuck?
He's gonna
Endgame
give-
was the best."
Yeah, no, I'll give it like an 8.5 out of 10.
For sure. But that's good
Infinity
enough.
War is more of a 10 out of 10 for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Or you like the death and destruction, huh?
I liked
That was
how
grim, dude.
I liked it was a lot, but the third movie was a little, or not the third movie, the last movie was a little too much. There's just too much going on. Like there's so much. I don't know. I guess tying loose ends, because I mean, obviously the background of the movie, the actors, they're obviously trying to leave. Like they don't want to play the role forever, right? Some actors don't. For me, it's like, but why'd you have to write them out this way? Like that kind of. And I mean, I know my history of the comic books too, so a lot of it didn't make sense to me. I'm like, wait, okay, I have to keep reminding myself this is the Marvel Cinematic Universe, not the comic universe.
Did you buy comic books as a kid?
No, my younger brother did, and he would fill me in on stuff, and we would just kind of share comics.
For sure. So
Well, we got to the point where it's like we got on the computer. We're not going to buy it. Just
yeah,
download it.
yeah.
I
So
mean,
it's like PDFs.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I
Because
did.
comics were, if you keep up with them and you buy them, they're expensive, dude. I actually know a guy. He still buys comics.
For sure. I only got into one comic series, and I only got to like
Spawn.
No. Walking Dead.
Oh, The Walking Dead. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why it became a show, right? 'Cause of the
Yeah.
comics.
It was good. It was really good.
Are you up to date with the comics and the show?
I'm not, dude. I got up to like page 50 and I was doing something at the same time. And
Uh-huh.
it was just kind of like, hey, Drew, I need you back to do this. And I was like, oh, shit. But I remember really enjoying reading. I got to page 50. All of a sudden, I was like, wow, this really is like captivating and
Yeah.
great. I didn't think that it would have that effect on me.
Yeah.
But it's really fun to like let your eyes
Just follow along the
navigate
story.
through the
Mhm.
page. You know,
It's like
illustration to
visually
illustration.
beautiful
Yeah.
watching that or looking at that stuff. You didn't watch the show? Did you
I did watch
show?
the show up to where Rick was just getting like cucked by Negan like every episode.
Oh, so you didn't watch the season after?
No, I
Oh.
heard it dropped off.
It
though.
dropped off, but I think you need to watch that season.
Maybe I will.
That's the season before this past one. This past one, everyone just is gone.
Do you like TV shows?
I do.
Now that you have a kid, do you have to watch more G-rated stuff, or
Yes,
do you,
absolutely.
oh.
So right now we're watching one of his favorite shows is Puppy Dog Pals. It's created by Harlan Williams. You know the comedian. Man, have you seen what is it? Was it Super Troopers?
Yeah,
Was it Super Troopers? No, it was Harold and Kumar.
yeah.
He was the guy hitchhiker that they picked up. He was like the tall guy, and he was also in Half Baked. He
Okay, yeah, I know you're talking.
so he
Goofy
created
guy,
the
right?
show. Yeah, he created the show, and he based it on his 2 dogs. So the show is about the main character's name is Bob, which is who Harlan plays, and he has 2 dogs named Bingo and Rolly, and they're 2 little pugs. They're brothers. One's black, one's like tan or whatever. Bob is an inventor, invents stuff for dogs and stuff. He goes to work during the day, and then the dogs just find missions. They're called missions, and they go like around the world. Like, I don't know, one of the episodes was they had to bring Bob's pajama pants to him or something like that.
Oh,
the other
nice.
day. They try to teach a duck how to be a duck, like weird stuff like that.
Do you enjoy it?
I love it.
Oh, really?
It's really weird. Cause
Do you love it because your son loves it, and you know? that-
So my son loves music,
for sure.
and he's been like that since he's a little from when he was in my wife's.
He used to
belly.
kick around when you'd play.
Oh yeah,
music.
I would play I would try different music. So he liked Blink-182. He liked Hall & Oates.
He did
There's some music he didn't like. I forgot what it was, but I was like, how could you not like this? I love this stuff.
while
But-
he was in the womb. You
Right,
were like
exactly.
talking to your wife's stomach, like, "Yo, what
Yeah,
are you
yeah.
doing, dude?"
Yeah, so
Come on,
like,
this song
before
was
we
a
go to bed,
banger.
right? We would just chill there, and I would just
That's
play
cool.
music, and if he liked it, he would kick. He'd kick a lot.
So
from the
you
ones that I
really loved
liked.
your child before he
Oh,
even
absolutely.
came out of your wife.
Oh man, we were married for 5 years before he showed up. So we enjoyed being single and being together as a married couple for 5 years before he showed up. So we spent a lot of time as a
Yeah,
married
so
couple.
you guys spent a lot of time together. You know, a lot of that's interesting that we're so, and I think it's amazing that you loved your son as much as you did when he was still in your wife's womb, because, or I guess it was his womb. Whose womb was it?
It's in her womb. He's just in his
Okay.
just growing inside of her. I
Okay,
guess.
okay.
We don't. I don't know.
I don't know, dude.
We're not doctors.
So, but you know, a lot of people say the first time they hold their child is the first time they're like, "Wow, this is it." But it sounds like that connection was made before.
We were preparing for. We weren't thinking about having kids. Like the first 3 years, we're like, oh, we'll just enjoy, right? And then we got to the point where like, okay, we'll start thinking about kids or whatever. So then, I mean, my wife and I are like big church people, so
Yeah.
like, you know, obviously you pray for your kids, pray for your
Yeah.
future and stuff.
For sure.
So he was everything that we was asked for.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't want to say he's perfect because no one's perfect, but he's perfectly perfect for us.
Yeah.
And my wife and I, we say that we're perfectly perfect for each other.
Yeah.
So we work really
Oh,
well.
wow.
So the kid, he loves music. He has my personality. He's pretty wild, but he gets his intelligence from his mom, because my wife, I don't know if you saw, but she's
She's a genius.
PhD. She's getting her PhD. She's almost done with it.
Really?
At USC for cancer research.
No shit.
And she just decided she wants to do her master's in regulatory something, which will.
Your wife's gonna be out there saving the world,
She's gonna be out there, yeah,
Saving the
doing
world.
stuff,
And
just doing thing
and you see intelligent tendencies in your son.
from him. I mean, she's more book smart. I'm more like street smart.
Yeah, you're
Whatever.
podcast smart.
Right. So I'm like at our level smart. Like
Yeah.
she's like
Yeah.
on the roof,
Yeah.
above, like on top of the roof, maybe hovering over it.
Yeah. The world needs
know,
people like that.
exactly,
I
so-
need people like that in the
I
world.
need
You
it.
know.
Because if I married someone who was dumber than me, I'd be screwed.
Yeah, for sure. I love, and that's why I was so inclined to start a podcast, because I love listening to people. And this is a fat percentage, but I love listening to smarter people than me.
Dude, trust
and
me,
explaining.
you learn so much. Like being around all of her friends who are like doctors. Like her best friend's a psychiatrist.
Yeah,
Her other one is he's almost a veterinarian.
it's
He's
probably a
almost done.
blast.
It's fun.
Yeah,
For me, I'm just kind of like, you have to dumb it down for me. These terms are a little too much.
yeah.
And it's cool
for
because the
sure.
other day, like I had like this, I took a puck to my shin a couple weeks ago, and it kind of bruised up. And then like 5 days later, the pain started moving up here along my leg.
Did it?
Yeah, so
Wow.
I consulted them. I was like, hey, I don't really want to go to my doctor, so can you guys help me? And
What was the
it was
copay?
It was free.
Fuck yeah,
That's what's good about having
Yeah.
friends that are doctors. You just
Yeah.
ask them.
for sure. Well, that's what you said when you were like dentist appointment, and I was like, I just had some dental work done. I had
Yeah,
to
how's
get-
your
It was.
grafting?
It
Are
was
you good
cool.
now?
Yeah, it was. I had the root showing, dude. It was like all the way down here, and we're not exactly sure because my mother has had that procedure
Yeah.
before,
Uh-huh.
but I also smoked for ever.
That could a little bit cause of it or whatever.
Yeah, like me pulling the saliva back and me brushing the fuck out of my teeth because I'd wake up in the morning after smoking all day and be like, oh, my mouth feels like shit. So I'd brush my teeth and there'd be blood, and it was just, I just was aggressive with my mouth for a while. But yeah, it's all good now, and I think that once I'm gonna let this gum settle for a little bit, and I think I'm gonna move to Invisalign, try and straighten out the bottom row a little bit.
What's wrong with it? Let me see.
It's just a little like a couple gaps and stuff. Try to pull the teeth together
That's
a little
not that
bit.
serious. You want to spend money
No,
on
it's
that.
not serious. It's all cosmetics. It's all.
You look good the way you are.
I'm beautiful the way I am,
absolutely.
man. I would, if there's something that's in the future that's all these apps, startups and stuff. There's something accessible where Kenzie just got something where they mailed her some clay, and they're like, yeah, give us a tooth imprint, and then she mailed it back out, and they sent her Invisalign, and she's gonna get
just like that. So you just bite into something.
Yeah, you just bite into something in bed, and then mail it back out to them, and then they'll fucking they send you Invisalign.
So you don't have to go to like an orthodontist.
No, and that's what I had meant.
Great.
That's what I had meant when I said like Invisalign.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't go for like the whole procedure.
Bro, braces. I had braces growing up. It sucked.
I did. Yeah, I my top row is as straight as they did it is. My bottom row wasn't. I actually got to a point where I was so stupid. I was complaining about my braces so much, and my mother loved me as much as she did that she took me into a dentist's office and was like, yo, braces aren't doing anything. He's always complaining. Take them off. Like, I see. Yeah. She blew it. She totally fucking blew it. Yeah. She totally fucking blew it, man. Because
your teeth have been perfectly fine now.
Yeah. I do have an underbite. So, and that was what the braces were fixing. So I had like,
did you have the headgear or you had bands?
I had bands, but at nighttime they wanted me to wear the saw contraption.
Yeah.
And that's you're there's no way you're talking there's no way you're talking a 9-year-old into wearing that.
No way. Little kid's not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Little kids toss and turn when they sleep.
Yeah, especially me, man. I was a little rambunctious. I was a rambunctious little boy, man. There's no fucking way all that shit was happening. So
your mother blew it.
Yeah, my mom fucking blew it.
Thanks, Mom.
We got them taken out, and my teeth are cool, but there's definitely.
See, I wouldn't have known you had an underbite unless you told me.
Yeah. See, I have learned to like not walk around like that. Like I definitely keep my mouth like just a little bit open because.
Nah, don't be ashamed of that.
And I can. No, I'm not ashamed.
Okay.
It's just kind of. Well,
Let me see. Smile.
See it like that?
That's fine. You look like Travis Barker, dude.
Because I know
that's a Travis Barker smile. Seriously,
you're funny, dude.
No, look it up.
I know how to like set my jaw back a little bit. You got a question, dude? Ace, odd question, but are you Filipino?
Yeah, I am Filipino. No, I don't eat dog because that's always a common question.
Really?
I've only been to the Philippines twice. I was born in Hawaii.
Is that rude to say?
What?
To people? Like, do you eat dog?
No, dude, I make fun of Filipino people all the time.
Do Filipino people eat dog?
In the Philippines, yes, it's common.
Really?
Kind of like in China, they eat dog. They have the festival of dogs. They fry dogs. They kill them and they eat them.
What
which
kind
is
of dogs?
awful.
Like, is there a breed that?
No, they just take whatever dogs. The problem. So the thing in the Philippines, from what I've learned from my parents and all my family, is that there's a bunch of dogs running around. They're just a bunch of stray dogs.
Stray dogs.
The dogs are not neutered. None of them are spayed. So there's just stray dogs everywhere. It's a third world country. So in the provinces or where the countryside where there's no like real, I don't know, no money or anything in the family, they just whatever animal they can get to eat, and dog just so happens to be one of them.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Well,
but when you go to like the major cities, they don't. No, there's no way.
Well, it's a very American thing to have like your dog sit at the dinner table with everybody and sleep on the beds and stuff.
I think in Middle Eastern families, it's frowned upon to have a dog sitting with you while you're eating stuff like that. Yeah,
for sure. No, it's definitely an American thing. Like, see, Jack you just met.
Oh yeah, he's
great. If I was starving to death, I would give him the last.
No,
of
of course
food.
not. You would never eat the dog.
I would give him the last of my food if I was starving.
And that's the same thing with you see the homeless guys with their dogs.
Yeah,
they give the food to the dog first.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
At one point in our lives, my wife and I used to have food in the car. She would make these bags for homeless people because her aunt and uncle are missionaries.
That's really sweet.
So her aunt goes to Skid Row. She would feed them on Thanksgiving Day or the day before Thanksgiving, and on her birthday. She wanted to spend her birthday feeding people at Skid Row.
Do you guys still do that?
They moved to the Philippines full time to do mission work, but when they come here, That's always a priority. They round up all the people from their church and they cook and stuff like that. But my wife and I, she got that idea from
Is that
her
hard to get,
uncle.
real quick, is that hard to get involved with, like feeding?
No, absolutely not. I can tell you next time we go.
Yeah.
They go with their church group and stuff, and they have
even
people
if
play
I
guitars
even
and
if
stuff.
I'm not with a church group and I have my own set kind of ideals
do
on
whatever
how I
you
want to
want.
live
You
my
could-
life,
you
I
could
can
do
roll
whatever you
through
want.
and feed some hungry people.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you
that's
could do
good.
whatever
Yeah,
you
keep me
want.
posted on that.
So we have these little food bags she would give, and then she would, obviously my wife would print out Bible verses and stuff and give it to them,
Yeah.
and then she would give it to whoever she would see. She would carry a couple around because she works the campus she's at is at Keck, so she has to go. She drives to Artesia Transit Center, takes a bus down to Union Station or wherever downtown. So she runs into a lot of homeless people. So she just hands out food. She used to, but we've been so busy with the baby that we haven't been doing it.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And then there were some times where I would see the guy with the dog, you give him extra food so that they feed the dog. And you always see the homeless guy or whoever just giving the food to the dog first.
Right.
And
Well, it's hard to see your buddy suffering.
Absolutely. And you know what? A lot of those people that are on the streets, their pets are what keeping them alive.
Yeah, for sure.
Keeping them going.
And anybody who owns a dog has felt there is a serious unconditional love, man.
Oh, absolutely.
You could come home, I mean, in any kind of condition regarding anything cosmetic. You could have all your teeth knocked out, black eyes, and your dog still love you the same way
Absolutely.
you did. And
they're not judging you for what you did to them yesterday. They just care about what's happening right now. They just want to be with you all the time.
That can't be said for humans,
Yeah.
Like,
Let's see, he said,
I'm going to the Philippines in 2 months with my Filipino buddy and his family. We will
you're going to live
be
like kings, dude. Manila is very crowded. I don't know if you're not Filipino, it's going to be a huge culture shock for you. It smells like diesel fuel over there.
Really?
Because their diesel fuel is not. So diesel fuel here is almost as clear as gasoline, right?
Yeah, okay.
But diesel fuel there is like a little bit more like yellow, not as refined.
Yeah.
That's why there's so much pollution and it smells awful over there. They don't follow any traffic laws. Like if, say on your street we have a back and forth, one lane on one side, one lane on the other side.
Yeah.
They'll turn that into 4 somehow. Like on the freeway, their freeways, there's 4 lanes, it turns into 7. Like they drive however they want. It's weird. It's very, very weird. It's like kind of scary too.
Yeah.
But Manila, you'll be fine. You're 6'5" white kid. Oh, dude, they're gonna think you're a movie star or something. You better not carry any money on you when you're walking around. Seriously, there will be people who will try to pickpocket you.
Yeah. I have this great it's like a fanny pack, but it goes against your stomach underneath your clothes.
Yeah, that's the way to travel now, unfortunately.
Yeah. But it's like knife proof.
Yeah,
you can't cut through it.
Yeah,
keep all my shit in there.
When you go to places like the Philippines or
but I went to Thailand. Thailand was different. Nobody fucking is touching you in Thailand. Everybody's so cool, dude. Shout out fucking Buddhist people.
They're so calm.
They're so calm and so
chill.
cool and so content with whatever's going on in their life.
Yeah, absolutely.
They treat you like you're just like a projection. Like it's really.
They're like,
they just like.
Are you real?
Yeah,
they just like treat you like you're some kind of god or something.
Yeah, they just like enjoy that. In their path for the day, they ran into the likes of you. It's really it's really trippy.
It's
dude.
it's like really spiritual.
Yeah, it's really spiritual. And we sat down with a Buddhist monk in Chiang Mai, and we got to ask him questions and stuff. And we were talking because we saw the Buddhists walking around with big metal bowls, and they go up to the fruit stands and sometimes they have sometimes people give them so the Buddhist monks have priorities, so they're the first to sit down on the planes and stuff in the airports. They sit by the thing.
They're like military here.
Yeah, because people respect the grind, especially in Thailand.
That is like the most selfless lifestyle.
Yeah,
right?
And so in doing so, people only treat them with selfless acts. You know what I'm saying? So they and everybody does, and they're really funny and cool, and
they all dress the same. Like they're all wearing like the
orange.
Yeah,
orange. Orange is a symbol. I think that there's a different color that you wear as you're being brought up, and you get to a certain stand.
Okay.
You get to a certain point in the Buddhist rank.
Yeah.
And now you wear orange.
Okay.
But they would walk around with bowls, and they would not beg, but go see if they could retrieve offerings of food. And sometimes they'd walk away with no food. But what it was is when they'd walk away with no food, they would treat it as if it was just like that was the path of the day. Like,
okay.
Today
they just accept it for
like
what it is.
Unconditional acceptance.
Wow.
Like that's
hard. You know how hard that is for Americans?
Yes.
Us as Americans to be like, seriously, you have nothing to give me? Like,
yes.
And I think that's a huge problem in America. We have this mentality that everything is owed to us, which I hate.
Yeah.
The younger generation is like that.
Yeah.
Well, I went to college, so I deserve this $85,000 a year job. It's like, dude, get in line, bro.
Yeah.
There are people who have worked harder than you. Like,
well, I think there's a lot of people more than ever. It for a while there, it is easy. And I think that people do see. So let me state this the best I can. To be fair to those kids, there are kids who busted their ass in college. And there's kids who are a catch me outside girl, who is making a fuck ton of money with record deals and shit. And there's kids who went to fucking, study their ass off
like
at Pepperdine.
Thousands and thousands of dollars in debt.
Yeah,
working their ass off.
and starving to work for somebody else. I understand it doesn't make sense sometimes, and it's only because of, and that's all new. Like back in the day, if you weren't talented, you're not fucking rich.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In the 80s, if you didn't have something to offer society, you weren't fucking rich. Right. Now it's, you could take cool pictures of your butt. And
you'll make a ton of money.
And you can have a ton of money.
You.
Yeah.
It's very weird.
And you could be a biologist trying to write a thesis on fucking bacterial meningitis or some shit.
And people will be like, this is stupid.
Yeah, this is dumb, dude.
It's
You're
so
boring.
weird to me. It doesn't make like...
It's crazy. So I understand the frustration. I understand the frustration to a certain extent. I think that's unfortunately just the climate we're in. But that's just...
Is that Thailand trip that you met up with like the Sea Haven guys?
I did. That was actually...
was it like a year ago?
It was, I believe, like 2 years ago because I'm going on 7 years with Kenzie, and we went out there for our 5 years. So,
how sweet.
Yeah, so we were out there, and those dudes were on their way to. They go to.
They were playing a show, right?
No. They were going to Gili to go dive. They like staying on the beach at Gili Tran.
And they're all they're like master divers now, right?
I don't know the correct terminology. I think master is like the fucking top, but I know that Mike D, from what I hear, shout out Mike D. I'm sorry if I get this wrong, but Mike D has stopped diving. I don't know because I only know for a fact that Eric. I see on Instagram stories Eric and Kevin still diving all the time. I'm not sure if Mike D is diving, but Mike D.
Text him and see.
But I want Mike D to come on, dude. I bug him. He thinks that he needs a fuck ton to he thinks he needs to advance because he makes soap.
Who's this?
Mike D.
Oh, Mike. He makes soap now? Yeah. Damn, Mike. I need to catch up. These are nice soaps. What are these?
He just made them.
These rocks.
No, I think they're like little pieces of flour.
It's like a fly to me.
Shout out Mike D.
Is this like Mexican tequila, Mike?
Mike D, you don't need to fucking be a soap conglomerate to come on this podcast and be my fucking buddy, man.
Are you trying to get him? Are you trying to get him to be on here
all the time? And I've asked a lot of my friends, and I'm gonna put it out there right now. All you fucks, if I haven't asked you to be on, it's because I thought we were close enough for you to be like, "Yo, man, when the fuck are you gonna let me on?" So it's kind of like this weird limbo. I tend to get, "Yo, man, I thought you would never ask me." And shit, but there's definitely and
there's space for everybody, dude. All his homies, come on, guys.
And to my fault, there are friends out there where. Dude, I mean, again, 18 guests a month this month.
That's a lot.
I just fucking forget, man. I just fucking forget. It's like trying to invite absolutely everybody to the party. It's like sometimes somebody's going to hear about the party from somebody else. It's not because I don't love you and want you there.
You just have so many. There's so many people who have been reaching out to you.
Dude, I already got July booked.
That's awesome.
Like, I'm booked through July. It's like now.
If you save me a spot, I have to come in every other month.
If everybody, no, I told you we don't know if we're gonna do that, but you can come on August.
Okay, that's
dude.
Cool.
There's just so many. Like in July, I'm gonna get another microphone and I'm gonna have like bands on.
Cool.
And 2 bands and shit. So I'm gonna set up the other microphone back there, and then I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna get like
you
a.
gotta set it over here.
I'm gonna get a cheap Verizon tablet. I think that hooks up to the Wi-Fi, like something cheap, not an iPhone, but something where I can pull up the Twitch comments and shit.
Okay, yeah.
So that whoever's sitting over there can refer to the tablet to like keep up with questions at the same time. We are,
as opposed to
You know what I'm saying?
Who? Spot. This is your friend. Spot is your friend.
No,
he just
dropped by. Oh yeah, you're kind of new to the scene.
I know.
Yeah, we don't usually. Well, not recently. It's been kind of ghosty in the live chat lately, but it's been kind of. He's
really into it right now.
Yeah. So hold on, what's 65? Well, yo, I totally want to talk to you on Discord sometime. You both sound so cool. Oh, fun fact: I was best friends with the Catch Me Outside girl in elementary school. Our moms were super tight, and we would hang out a lot. She used to be cool, but she's changed. Yeah,
duh. She went on Dr. Phil and said, "Thank you. You can thank me for making you popular." And he's like, "Okay, what?"
Yeah, she's definitely changed.
Yeah, he might get robbed. You might get robbed by beggars. Honestly, to be honest with you, just keep it safe.
Yeah, it's okay.
My last piece of advice for you,
but also
is don't carry cash with you.
He's also going with Filipino family.
They should know that already.
Yeah,
they should know that.
Yeah,
you'll
be fine, dude. Stick with the locals, man.
Stay within the high concentrated cities.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Because you never know. Because cops are just as corrupt. You know, you hear about corruption and
go to fucking Thailand and enjoy yourself and don't get all fucking scared of this shit. Because I'm scared of the Philippines right now, dude. Fucking Jesus.
You're 16 and you're 6'5". Oh my god.
Whoa, dude.
Do you play basketball?
Promising sport. I think that's rude to ask tall people. From what I hear.
Nah. Nothing is taboo.
Gotta say volleyball. Do you play volleyball? I'm a volleyball player. I love.
He's like, no, I'm actually a jockey for horse racing.
Yeah,
it's like that's like a whole foot and a half tall.
I ride an XL. My friend and dad are buff MMA fighters, so I'll be Gucci. Oh, sweet. So,
you guys are good.
Yeah, you guys are good.
Do they speak the language? Because that's always a plus.
And it's just Filipino, right?
I understand. Well, there's a ton of dialects, but the one that I know and understand it's called Tagalog. I'm pretty sure you've heard
Tagalog?
that. Tagalog.
Yeah.
Tagalog.
Oh, okay.
So think of like the tag-along.
Yeah.
Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah.
So I grew up. My parents spoke to us in that.
Oh, really?
Language, so that we used to speak it when we were younger.
But you're born on Oahu?
Yeah.
Cool.
My parents were born in the Philippines. They moved to Hawaii when my mom was like 17 or something like that. So every time I ask my mom, I was like, do you miss the Philippines? She's like, I lived in America for most of my life. There's nothing for me there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Except for like, a couple of family or whatever. But my mom's side of the family moved to Hawaii when they were all younger. And then my dad is one of the, I think his only sibling out of 5 that has come out here.
Like out of the Philippines?
Yeah, and become like, to them, he's like a rock star. He's like he's like successful and like
successful, like compared to the Philippines.
Because he came here with my mom. Well, he came to Hawaii with my mom, but he had to work in Saudi Arabia for work. And
what does he do?
Right now, or what did he do?
Whatever.
So back there, he used to work on like telephone lines and stuff.
Oh, wow.
But now the family business is like putting up cameras, fire alarm systems, keyless access systems, everything.
You had told me that, and you do that in commercial
buildings.
Buildings.
So
for sure.
we have there's a building over here off of Utah that we're working on. It's a radiology place.
Okay.
We're putting up the cameras and the burglar alarm system over there.
Oh, cool, dude.
Big ass building. It's right next to. It's kind of close to. On the other side of the golf course. It's like right there.
The
all
lakes,
that construction
on the other side of the lakes.
By the Da Vinci schools.
Yeah.
It's like right there.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
a weird part of El
street.
Segundo, dude. I didn't even really realize. Oh, I just dropped city name. That's a weird part of the town.
Is that good or bad?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. Now people wandering the streets. Where's ollenkilledit at?
I know. Shoot. Which house
I
want to find
that.
him.
I'm going on that.
I'm going to knock on every door in El Segundo.
Fucking stream, yeah. It's a weird part of town back there. It's like I don't know. To me, the town stops at Sepulveda because that's all residential.
Yeah,
that's where the residential starts. But apparently, it keeps going back.
It goes way back, and I'm like, damn, El Segundo is actually really, really big.
Yeah,
I wasn't expecting to kick up so much land because I'm so used to like, you got Torrance, you have PV, and you have Redondo.
Well, Redondo's fucking huge.
Yeah,
dude.
It's all over the place. It's
Redondo like wraps around fucking
Yeah, there's like pockets of Redondo inside of like PV, pockets of Redondo inside of Torrance, and same thing with like PV. PV's in like certain pockets of like Lomita, San Pedro, and all that. It's, like, it's all over the place.
It's big.
Like, just draw a straight line somewhere.
It's big. It's big.
easier.
Yeah, I don't know how that shit works out.
Yeah.
Redondo's huge though. Shout out fucking Redondo Beach. I
Redondo
love
Beach.
Redondo. That's like
I love living by the
That's
beach.
like where I want to end up.
Redondo?
That's like for like when I have a family and shit. Like I have a little like, and it doesn't have to be a big house, but I live in Redondo. That's my that's like my vision goal. That's like what I think about when I work.
See, when you start, so when you, if you do plan on getting married and you have a house and you have kids and stuff,
I do.
You're gonna have to start thinking about what kind of house you want to live in. So when you start looking for a house, you want to think of the school district because it's the most important thing as far as value for your house.
For sure.
If you're in a sucky school district, your house is not going to retain value.
Redondo rips, dude.
Yes, Redondo's great.
Yeah.
And then you have to start thinking of, okay, when we have kids, do we want stairs?
Yeah.
Do we want our yard? Like,
oh wow.
You have to start thinking
about
it because once you buy a house, you commit to it.
Yeah.
You commit to it for, I mean, you have a 15 to 30 year loan.
Yeah.
On it, and it's like you're paying all this money to. Do you want to sell it? Do you want to keep it to rent it out after or whatever? You have to think about a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
So we bought our place thinking, okay, it's a 2-story house. It's a good starter home, whatever. Yeah. But now we're looking at it like, oh, should we have stairs? We're gonna probably have another kid soon.
Yeah.
It's like we're gonna outgrow this house in about 5 years.
Yeah.
And then I don't know where my wife's planning on working. She might want to work at Amgen, which is in Thousand Oaks. She knows I don't want to live out there. She knows I want to live by the beach. So she would have to commute an hour and a half every day.
Yeah, which is unfair to your wife, right?
It's unfair to her, but I think she's trying to. She didn't grow up in the South Bay. She grew up in Walnut, like inland, West Covina.
Yeah.
I think
if you're not from here,
it doesn't make sense to you. You don't get it. This is the best place you could ever live in the whole entire
paradise.
world.
It's paradise.
You can visit everywhere else, and like you can go to Hawaii, you can go to the Bahamas. It's cool. It's a vacation spot. This is where you want to live because everything's here. It's a melting pot. We have all the good
even
food.
Stopping
everything.
right here, like this is as north as it goes for me. After this town, like I don't have any business that way.
No.
Everything in the South Bay.
South Bay is where it's at, dude. And I've been trying.
And I will bang that on my fucking. I'm just ollenkilledit.
You know what?
He's Ace Cruz. There's the handle underneath his name.
I should hook you up with a couple of guys that I know. They're rappers.
Really?
They're like straight up. They rap about the South Bay.
Dude, he come through for sure.
I'm gonna have to hit him up.
He's
a barber.
Don't say anything for sure. No, dude.
So if you need to get a haircut,
tell me to hit me. I'm not getting a haircut ever, brother.
Why not?
My dad's bald as fuck, and I ended up with
take your hat off. Let me see. You're fine. What are you talking about?
That's why I'm fucking growing it the shit
You
out.
do realize that you get your hair stuff from your mom's side,
but shout out Pat. Pat's kind of thinning out.
Your brother?
Yeah. So
is Pat balding?
I gotta well, we don't know. We don't know.
Didn't he just shave his head? He was here, right, recently?
Yeah, he is.
I've never met your brother. He just added me on Facebook one day.
He's amazing. He's the best dude.
If he's anything like you, then
him and I will get along. He's way sweeter than me. He's way sweeter than me and
He's younger, right?
He's 11 months younger than me. So we're within the same year.
Your parents did not take any time off.
Irish twins. So that's like what it's called when you have kids within a year of each other.
My wife has cousins they're all 11 months apart, 10, 11 months apart.
Really?
There's 5 of them in a row.
Getting it going. Well, I know what kind of fucking guy my dad is. It makes sense to me. No, Pat's way bigger than me.
Bigger as in like
freak strength. No,
okay,
like
so he's super strong.
Like Lenny from Of Mice and Men, like softest, most gentle heart in the world, but could accidentally rip a door off its hinges. Like
is that strong?
He's just freak strong. His feet don't fit in shoes. His hands are mitts.
And you guys are 11 months apart.
11 months apart, and I look exactly like I'm.
You guys look exactly the same. You guys look exactly the same. It's just you're skinnier. And taller.
Yeah. He's actually the same height as me. He's just fucking. He's a bear.
A football player.
He's like a bear, dude. Okay, so this is exactly it. Have you ever seen the old school cartoon Robin Hood, where Robin Hood's the fox and Little John's the bear? That's exactly it. I'm Robin Hood, past Little John. He's a huge fucking bear, super friendly and fun. Pat's always down to sip beers. He smokes cigarettes. He loves good times. He loves singing. Fucking. Into
I
the
do
late
enjoy
night.
all of his posts on Facebook though. They always crack me up.
He's just always having a good time, and he's pretty opinionated, but he'll do anything for anybody. And
yeah.
he used to cook for my fucking drunk friends when I'd throw parties, and I didn't even know he was doing it. He used to just.
I might have met your brother when I came to a couple of your parties.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I did. It was just one of those,
for sure.
I think it's one of those things where everyone was just kind of like,
yeah.
oh, we're all too much.
Yeah, and I think Pat, I'm much more like, well, I used to be. I'm much more like reserved and cautious about my I'm much more calculated.
Okay.
Than Pat. Yeah. If that makes sense. Like,
oh no, not.
Yeah.
I think that's more my younger brother's like that. I'm
more calculated, and you're more. Let's have some fun.
Let's just go and do it.
Let's just
Whatever,
chill.
Yeah.
That's definitely Pat. I envy that about Pat. You know, because like I'll fucking, you know, I'll wake up one day and like, okay, so like I got to cut this stream and then it'll be 5 o'clock, and then what am I gonna eat for dinner, and then I got to do this, and Pat's just like fucking cruising.
You're more. I guess you're more of a guy who needs order, and he's the guy who's just like, let's just go with it.
I'm a schedule motherfucker, and like
yeah.
and loose schedule because I gotta have fun with myself now. But like if I'm not in the gym, like after 5 days of me not being in the gym, a little voice starts speaking. What are you doing, fool? Get the fuck in the gym, fool. What are you, lazy? What are you like? And I just have this little voice kind of directing my path through life. As Pat really does just kind of along for the ride, love himself. It's all good. Shout out Pat. I fucking love you, man. And we're 11 months apart, dude. So like,
that's so I can't even think of that. That's so close.
Yeah, it's so close. So he's my buddy, you know, and it's.
He doesn't live here though, right?
He doesn't. He and this was I brought this up on another podcast. He just that type of mentality and personality construct that Pat's got. It's not suitable for LA where everybody's grinding to try to be the best, whatever they're trying to be.
Yeah. Pat
is really just content with what's going on in his life and needs to be in a situation that is just content with the situation.
Okay.
And Pat, I feel like the grind, the rat race is unhealthy for Pat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could see him, and I don't know. I mean, like, this is, of course, a best question asked for Pat. But I think Pat, I think that life moves at a certain tempo here that's faster than Pat's tempo.
Yeah.
And I think it can make, and as Pat's doing just Pat stuff, it can make Pat appear out of sync.
Okay.
And it's not fair to Pat because Pat just is doing Pat stuff and Pat's just being himself, which is good enough, you know?
Yeah.
But it gets misconstrued as like Pat's always taking his time, blah, blah, blah. And it's just because we're conditioned to a lifestyle being out here that's like always doing something, always going. And Pat loves, you know, taking his time and just enjoying the ride. And, you know, I don't know if LA facilitates that as well as Pat would like it to.
It's so weird to think of LA being so fast paced, yet we have the slowest freeways.
Yeah. Well, it's because everybody is trying to get.
It's crazy.
Everybody's trying to get that shit done. I hate driving. Me getting a bike was the easiest call in the world because I am much more like, I don't know. I take in when I drive a car, I think about like sitting down, smelling the inside of the car, seeing the fucking red lights in front of me, seeing the fucking dirt on the freeway, seeing like, and it's not just as simple as me driving my car to work. It's like all of these different variables, but now it's like the fresh air against my face, like listening to the birds in the trees, like, you know, and it's like a different vibe, and it's the trade-off. Leaving earlier, you know, you get to the office and you kind of got that like, woo, you know, like type feeling.
I didn't waste X amount of time just sitting in a car.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and the older I get, the more important it is for me to like be always trying to move, you know, because it's, I don't want to be. I don't know.
Once you get in your 30s,
stagnant. I'm pretty close. I got 2 years. Yeah, so I turned 29 in like a couple months. But I'll be all right. I always like a fish.
30s change, dude. When you get to your 30s, a lot of stuff changes.
Well, I used to weigh 220 pounds. So I've been on.
Now you're like what, 140?
No, I'm like 178. I think right now.
178?
Yeah.
I think I'm at like 161 right now. Yeah. And that's all from just being a dad.
Yeah. But you look fine. You look fine, dude.
No, I don't like being skinny. I look sick.
Really?
My wife told me that too. She's like, I don't really like.
No, you look healthy.
Skinny. It's like
you look good.
I don't get sleep. That's
You don't sleep?
No, man, my kid doesn't let me sleep.
Really? Is it worth the trade?
Yes.
You would never say no.
Dude,
you would
my
never
kid,
say no.
My kid, like, he just blows my mind since, like, you can be as angry as you can with him, and then he does one thing to turn it all around. Like, he'll just, like, smile at you, come and give you a hug, give you a kiss,
And you're like,
go do something.
You're like, all right.
The kid knows the difference between giving a high five and giving a fist bump. Now you can say pound it or high five. He waves to everybody. We were out to dinner with my parents last night, and there's this little girl that was just there. She's probably like a year older than him. He looks at her, just waves to her, and the little girl comes up, gives him a hug, and he like high fives. And I'm like, dude, you're gonna get in some trouble when you get older.
Yeah,
man. You
for
can't be
sure.
doing that stuff.
You're proud of him all the time, huh?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
There are times when he's like really bad, and I'm just like, I turned to my wife. I'm like, this is your son.
Yeah.
We always do that. We're like, this is your son. This is your fault. And I'm like, this is not my fault at all.
That's funny, dude.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Being a dad?
How do we know each other?
Mutual friends. Over how many years? Like 10? No, like 8-9 years ago.
Yeah, you had a wig. You had a mop on your head when I first.
I had long hair. I had really long hair.
You had really long hair. Yeah,
my hair was down to here.
We're both musicians.
Yeah,
we were both musicians.
We had a bunch of mutual friends. When the South Bay is really big on the music scene.
Yeah,
and I don't think people understand that.
Yeah.
So when people are not from here, you go out with them. Like I had friends from out of town. Like, how do you know that guy? Like, cause I ran into someone at the golf course last week when I was playing that I hadn't seen in years.
Yeah.
And my friend was like, how do you know this guy? I'm like, played hockey with him.
Yeah.
I don't know, ref with him or whatever.
Everybody
but it's like
knows
the South
everybody.
Bay. Everyone knows everybody. And I think the South Bay music scene is a special music scene because everyone knows everyone by what they did as far as music goes.
Yeah.
Well, you're in that band. And then you kind of evolve into just an adult after doing all the scene stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
And everyone just becomes friends. You're like, oh, remember that time when we all had long hair, we had scene hair, we all looked really stupid?
I'm growing it back, dude.
You're not gonna keep it scene though. You're gonna put eyeliner on and everything too, or what?
Fuck no, dude. I'm just gonna grow it back, keep it behind my ears, and have really healthy long hair. Rub it in my dad's face every holiday season, dude.
You get your hair genes from your mom.
No, dude. I've seen the other end of the spectrum, and I'm just. My dad used to be. You're gonna be bald.
Your dad's bald?
Yeah, as fuck. Super bald.
Does he shave his head or does he?
But
try to hold on to his
here's
hair
the
on
thing. So I guess you're right. So let me clarify this. I didn't have much reference because and this is cross my heart, hope to die honest. My mom's dad was a Hell's Angel, and died before anybody knew him. Died.
That's like the motorcycle crew.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Been to Folsom Prison, the whole fucking deal.
He went to Folsom.
Yeah, and died. Died while my mom was in her youth. So I got no fucking reference, man. Like
no pictures? Or he's always wearing a helmet.
No, well,
picture?
Here's the thing. Hey, can we talk about Grandpa Mad Dog? His name is Mad Dog Dave. Can we talk about Grandpa Dave?
No. Why not?
No. Because he was a monster, dude. He was a Hell's Angel lieutenant, dude. He was.
But you gotta talk about that stuff, man.
Yeah,
you should be. My mom doesn't want to talk about.
Yeah,
her
but he like kidnapped.
Kidnapped
All the sisters out of the house and took them to Woodstock and shit.
That's cool. Come on, Woodstock only happened once.
It's a sick story between me and you, but I think when you're a little girl and the FBI is like evacuating you out of a diner and shit, okay. It was crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, and it was like. And shout out Uncle David. My Uncle David is gay, and he was really abusive to my uncle and shit. So it was because Uncle David showed signs of homosexuality when he was a child.
And his dad tried to beat it out of him.
No, Mad Dog Dave just was not having that and was really, really abusive. So, and that was just the end of it. And
okay.
Yeah, and so there was like a lot of, and once he died, everybody kind of took a deep breath and was like, oh, like. I think my mom felt excited that he had died when he had died because she knew that it wasn't going to be any more
just too much turmoil, I guess.
Well, just
right?
Just way too much noise, and it was never. And my mom is from Manhattan Beach. She didn't have but Manhattan Beach was different. She used to have to rent out a toy from a toy checkout. She had no money, and the home was abusive, and it was kind of fucked up, man. And so whenever I'm want to bring up my grandpa so that I can talk about my insecurity with my hairline. Everybody's just like, hey man, go fuck yourself, dude. Like we're just not talking about it.
Damn.
Okay. You know,
That's
so
harsh.
yeah. And
Yeah.
nobody told me to fuck off, but I definitely got the vibe where like, I would be like, yo, it would be kind of rude for me to be like, hey man,
Wait.
can we,
But you have an uncle.
yeah.
Your mom's brother?
yeah,
Is he bald?
No,
fine.
but I don't know. But he also doesn't have my hairline. Like his hair is set differently. I don't know, man. I just wanted to talk to it, and I
Sure.
kind of had to
Yeah.
live my life with my hair. Like, I guess we'll see what happens.
Nah, your hair's fine, dude.
Type. Well,
Do you feel like it's thinning out?
I no, fuck no. I agree,
Then
but I'm gonna grow out luscious locks, motherfucker.
It
Is
looks
what
fine.
I'm saying.
I think it looks good.
I'm growing it fucking long as hell. Do I have podcasts on iTunes? No, but I should start bouncing the audio and start doing that, dude.
You can. I can show you how to do that.
I know how to do it. I put it in Premiere and just bounce
Yeah.
out the audio into MP3.
And all you have to do is just so you have like a host. You just get a host site, and all you do, you just send that link to iTunes, and then they verify it, see that you get traffic back and forth, and then they post it. It's easy.
See, the thing is why I don't want to do. The only reason I wouldn't want to do that is because now I'm at episode fucking 25 or 26.
Spotted.
26. Yes,
I'm
dude.
trying to-
I would
I'm
listen
trying to
you
get-
so much. Really,
I'm trying to get Olin to put his stuff on a
Spotted, you're the
podcast.
man, dude.
Because I come from the
appreciate your
podcast world,
fandom.
and I'm trying to get him to switch over to that.
We're doing
It's
it
so much
right now,
It's so
but
much.
it's audio.
It's so podcast. It's on your phone.
Yeah,
Just straight up, you go to iTunes and it's just there, or you go to Stitcher or Radio or whatever, and you just find it all there.
yeah, that would be fucking rad, dude. But
Yeah.
then I gotta count. Well, I have all my sessions up. I could re-download all the sessions. Well, no, they probably.
You probably still have them.
I probably still exist. I can do
Yeah.
that. See,
and just load it all
here's
up there.
My fucking problem.
It's
is
quick
that
though.
you,
It's quick. It's fast.
you say that,
You
but
just up. So what you do is you just have the file.
I have ollenkilledit.com. I bought that motherfucking
There you
domain.
go. So then you just need, but you would need to use. You need to use a hosting site. You got to use a specific podcast hosting site. It's like $100 a year
Like, what is
for
it?
unlimited data and stuff.
Damn it.
You
dude.
can literally put all your stuff up there. You put it on iTunes and everything just gets broadcast.
My goal right now is to get subscribers
see.
on YouTube so I can
You can
change
do
to
it.
youtube.com/ollenkilledit. Because right now I'm youtube.com/y23242 =, Y_7ZBD21. And that's not legit.
What the hell?
Yeah.
You just threw a bunch of stuff. See, look, it's super easy. Here, I'll show you. Okay, let
When
me
I'm
show
driving
you.
to school and chilling in bed.
It's easy, dude. I've had all my
What
wife's
is that? What
podcasts.
site is that?
This is the podcast app on
Oh, yeah.
iTunes.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
That's
Is
what I'm saying.
that
It's
there's
super
a
easy. So look,
podcast?
my wife's podcast, our podcast is on here, and everything's just here. So you can do all the reviews. Look, 5.5 out of 5.
Damn, you got a 5.0
We have a
rating?
bunch, dude.
Brother.
Look at that. See?
Dude, those are all ratings or podcasts?
These are our podcasts. I'm telling you, we're really busy. And then
Dude, look at your fucking logo. You got a logo?
oh, you haven't seen it?
Let me see.
I can't zoom into it, but you can look at it.
No, dude, you just click it. I saw you do it. Oh, I thought you did it.
No,
oh,
it didn't
no.
work.
That's it. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Show it to Spotted. So if you wanna listen to a podcast,
There you go. From A to Z. That's
Made
a
to
wrap on
podcast
season
on
1.
iTunes. If you want to listen to more stuff,
Explicit. Oh, you guys do 30-minute sessions?
it depends on who we have.
I do 2 hours to fucking just wrench out all the
No, that's
fucking
fine.
wrench out all the information, dude.
Yeah, I mean that's why you rotate your guests, right?
No, yeah, I but I naturally like if I got a pretty good sense of like somebody not enjoying themselves. If
Oh,
somebody
no,
if somebody's not enjoying themselves, I'll be like, hey man, like,
We
hey, so thanks so much before we get out of here. Blah 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 blah.
You
What's
can
your
always
podcast called again? Ace.
From A to Z podcast, it's on iTunes. Let me see. Let me show you the picture because
I'm Olin.
some people will trip out, and his is Olin Killed It.
Yeah, mine's just the name of the channel, dude. I
you
appreciate.
can't really see it.
I appreciate it.
That's what the picture looks like. It's kind of blurry, but whatever. You got it.
It's them in fucking 2 Ducks jerseys.
Get
dude.
out of here with that.
Where's
You love it.
your wife's a Ducks fan? That's by association? or
That's
she
when
grew
we
up?
got. Yeah, when we started dating.
You're like,
It's a good
hey,
Ducks game.
so
Yeah.
you're gonna be a fucking.
She's also had a
Ducks
lot of
fan.
bad experiences at Kings games. So,
Really?
Yeah. But then now
Oh,
she's
huh.
like full on mom, doctor lady, so she doesn't have time for any of that stuff anymore.
Yeah, for sure.
Like our date nights used to be, hey, she would text me, do you want to go to a Ducks game tonight? Sure, let's go.
That would be rad. And you know what's so cool, dude? You got to buy tickets the day of, dude. So you get like
it's cheaper.
the bleachers for like $12.
I don't care to sit in the front, dude. It's hard to sit. If you sit, have you sat by the glass?
It's not that sick.
No,
I was on the kiss cam on Valentine's Day though with Kenzie.
Did you guys? Do you have a video of it? You have a picture of it?
I don't know. All I know is that I was looking down at my phone. I didn't look at my phone all night.
And of course, the one time.
And I just from all around me.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa,
what the hell's happening?
What's happening? Yeah. And Kenzie's like, oh my God, and like hits me slow motion. I look up and I see my Misfits patch on my jean vest, and I'm like, oh fuck. And I just like, I don't know, I gave a super I'm so lucky that I didn't like bop noses or something, but it was a really clean kiss. I got to chuck up the shotgun, and it was a good time, dude.
And everyone was like, yeah,
and everyone was like, fucking you kissed her. And my phone started blowing up. Are you at the Kings game? Are you at the Kings game? Are you? And I was like, whoa, dude, this was
you're so cool, you're so popular.
That was fun. It was like my older brother was there. I didn't know it.
Everyone
friend I used to play volleyball was there. Well, it was like Valentine's Day for a Kings game. It's kind of a fun thing to do. So there was definitely some people there, you know. It's a fun thing to do for Valentine. You can only do so many like candles and roses,
you don't do so many of the same thing over and over again.
And that
like,
just kind of gets dull, man.
Yeah,
it's fun to be fun.
I'm fortunate that my wife is not a big fan of flowers and that.
Like
she's not into
big
that
romancing. Kenzie likes she likes to feel important. So there is a level of like, hey babe, I love you, here's some flowers and shit I need to maintain. But she's generally also very like tomboy fun.
She's like low maintenance.
Yeah,
right?
low maintenance,
That's awesome.
Tomboy fun stuff.
Have you ever dated a high maintenance chick?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's been a nightmare, and it was a turnout. Those were all very short lived.
No money. You have no money because they want everything. And they want all of your time.
Yeah,
it's just like they blow up your phone. You're just like, no, I'm good.
It's not practical.
No, it's not fun.
Yeah,
like you find the person that's right for you. And it seems like you and I both found those.
For sure, 100%. Yeah, no, I love Kenzie to death. If I wasn't with, I tell her all the time, if me and Kenzie don't work out, God forbid, I am not dating anymore. I'm just gonna do me.
Lock
forever.
it down, then, dude.
Yeah.
Lock
This shit is locked down, dude. It's more just like I'm at the point where, and I've talked about this before, is I just want to give her the wedding that she deserves plus 10. And right now, it would be like, and like I don't want to like me to be at the wedding sweating because I know how much like fucking damage I just did on my card and like this and that. Like, I love her. I'm not going anywhere. And when I get the money, dude, I'm going to make her feel like a goddamn queen. You know what I'm saying? And I promise I'm not going anywhere until then. But
so just let me know when you do.
Yeah.
I have my kids' godparents. One set of them are videographers.
Oh, sick. Yeah, we're going to need the whole shebang.
One of his aunts is a wedding coordinator.
Oh,
and my wife's
got a lot of wedding shit in your family.
Bro, you know how many weddings I've been to since I've been with my wife?
Is it because you're
like
Filipino?
30 something?
Do you guys have a big family?
We have a big family.
Filipino families tend to be really big?
Yes, Filipino parties are huge. Even if you're not related to the family, you're somehow an uncle or aunt, or as we like to call Tito or Tita.
My Hawaiian families are ginormous.
Oh, dude, it's everyone's family. And you're like, how are we related to them? We're not, but we just say we are. It's like,
they're all on the Big Island too, so it's everybody.
Everyone knows everyone.
Hilo side and Kona side, so it's just kind of like it's just everybody knows.
Yeah.
But it's fun to meet people from Kona who are my age, and I'm just like, and I'll just go through the list, and then that's your cousin, and I'm like, that's my cousin. Like, the world is fucking tiny.
Yeah,
it really is, man.
So when you get married, let me know.
I will.
I'll hook you up. I'll get you set up.
I appreciate
that.
And
I'll make sure they don't charge you.
Can't wait to marry Kenzie, man. She's the shit.
Who's gonna officiate your wedding?
I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Like,
who's gonna be the person marrying you guys?
Probably someone little. I don't know. Probably someone silly.
Let me know if you want me to do it. I can do it.
Oh yeah. That'd be fucking cool.
I can make it super quirky or however you want it.
For sure.
Make it dope.
Yeah. I guess we should have somebody like who actually I haven't gotten much thought about it. We'll think about it.
No, we're not talking about that.
Yeah, we'll think about it.
So
later.
Volleyball. Tell me what
do you want to know about volleyball?
Is that like your sport?
Yes.
You got into that a few years ago, or have you always been into that?
So I'm from a volleyball family. My mom was a coach. She grew up playing beach volleyball her whole life. She's from Manhattan Beach. And that was kind of her escape through all the shit. She went to Junior Olympics and stuff, played forever, and then had my sister is the oldest in my family. She got put into volleyball, played volleyball her whole life. I grew up I mean, like my first interactions with like girls and stuff was like at
volleyball.
Volleyball tournaments, like my sister's volleyball tournaments. The first reason
You have a sister too?
yeah, I have a sister, an older sister, half siblings. So I have an older brother and an older sister.
So there's 4 of you.
Yes, there's
Cool,
four.
that's cool.
There's 4 of us.
That's dope.
So, there's, yeah, my first interactions and shit were like at a volleyball tournament. Everything was like seeing. So volleyball's always been in my life. I always knew how to play, and I always thought that like.
And you have an advantage because you're tall.
Yes, but in the volleyball world, I'm not that tall. Like
You're what, 6'3"?
I'm 6 flat.
You're 6 flat?
Yeah,
I
I'm
thought you were
6.
taller than that.
No, I'm 6 flat. Yeah,
That's short in the volleyball world?
Yes.
What in the world?
Yeah, dude. Like I would say on average, like the big boys are like the average.
It's like 6'5".
Not tall guys are like 6'3", 6'4".
The not tall guys are 6'3"?
Yeah, because
I live my life as 5'7".
Well,
so
there's definitely like some Swedish. I mean, there's freaks out there.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
6'10" with their hands up over and I can hit over the net. Like I can hit the ball,
Yeah.
and imagine. I mean, there's people, nipples over the net, hitting the ball, and that's just like a slam dunk as fast.
What
as,
is the height of? What's the regulation height of the net? Do you know that? I've always wondered what that.
I believe it's
number
9 feet. Oh no, I believe it's 8 feet. It's if I'm barefoot standing in the sand and I'm 6 foot and
you
I
can touch the top of
I
it.
can
Almost.
I can get. I'm like, and I put my hand straight up. I'm usually like a couple inches short. So
So it is about like 8 feet.
8
or
feet,
so, yeah.
something like that.
Wow. Okay,
yeah, and
that's
then
cool.
it's 2 to a side.
Are your calves like really tired after you're done playing?
Yeah,
'Cause it's a lot of- 'cause
everything's
yeah.
tired, but there's a if you and that's why beach volleyball is super fun. But if you love the sport, you kind of turn into this animal mode, and everything ends up hurting at the end. But it's fun to like develop those muscles. Hell yeah, Mama Olin ripped. What's up? Yeah, dude, she played a lot of fucking volleyball growing up. My mom was really cool, and volleyball is groovy too. It's fun because it's like from the beach culture, and there were some years there where like, I spent all my summers on the pier, like barefoot in the bars with my volleyball and stuff, and you'd meet new people, and I'm on track to not play as much volleyball as I want to this year. So I'm definitely going to have to. I think I might.
I'm gonna text you like once a week and tell you to go out and play volleyball.
Yeah, it's usually Saturdays. So Saturdays, but I would be down there at like 7:30 on the beach
in the
playing
morning?
volleyball. Yeah, like
You just find random people. You call people.
there's
up
like
or
there's like groups
like
and
pick
like
up volleyball games.
yeah,
I guess?
that's the thing. Like it's really fun. There's 50-year-olds who play. But there's different types of beach volleyball's cool because there's like different. So I'm sorry, I keep jumping around. Indoor.
No, it's cool, dude.
Indoor, there's a lot of regulation rules, and you need to like hit the ball a certain way. The ball needs to spin a certain type of way. If you touch the ball a certain type of way, it's whistles.
Really?
Beach is
I didn't know that.
Beach is super like get the ball over the fucking net.
Yeah.
Like you can save it with your foot. Like if that will work. So it's really fun. Like and doing that, there's some really weird hits and knuckles that you'll do to get the ball over and score the point, and it becomes because of those rules, you start taking more dives, right? Because like if you can get there with your foot, you'll like try to bicycle kick, not really knowing what you're doing. But if you can do that and put the ball back over, I mean, it's a savage sport. It's fucking awesome.
It seems like so much work.
It is so much work, but again,
just because of the fact that you're playing on sand in itself, just to walk in, just to get to the water, is a task for most people.
Yeah, I would say that you end up developing just like these shovels as legs.
Okay,
and you feel yourself like pushing through the sand, and it feels good. You feel stronger. You get to a point, and I would say about a month in of consistent play, that you feel like your legs are stronger than the sand. If that makes sense. So you like
develop. So your brain just kind of learns how to adapt to it.
Yeah.
And your muscles adapt to it, and it just feels like you're walking on regular floor.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
cool.
And it's like, man, and it's more than that, dude. It's like it's the speaker hanging off of the net cord. It's the people watching. It's you just being out in the sun. It's coming home at 2:00 in the afternoon and feeling fucking wrecked, man, and falling asleep for an hour and waking up and be like, holy shit, like I've already, and it's just grunt work, man. It's hard work, but it's definitely my favorite sport. It's if I could play a sport for the rest of my life, it'd be volleyball, beach volleyball.
I think that's how it is with me. I've learned that I like golf more than I like hockey now.
Yeah, you were telling me that.
I'm not a big fan of getting injured and fighting people anymore. I'm done with it.
Have you ever been in fights?
Yes.
Really?
I have. I got suspended for literally I did a judo move on the guy. I put him in a headlock and
you did a hip throw?
Yeah, did a little hip throw and I got suspended for that.
Really?
He hit me first. What he did is he elbowed me into the boards, and I didn't like it, so I hit him. I give him a little slash with his leg and tell him, hey, that's not cool, don't do that. He comes back and just punches me. So I was just like, okay, that's it, dude. I'm tired. You've been doing this all game.
Did you hit him in the pads? Or
him in the pads.
Okay.
No. I don't like to play dirty. I don't like to hit people where there's no pads. That's messed up.
For sure. And that's
a lot of guys do
that's
that.
like the back of the leg, right?
Oh, back of the leg. Here, sometimes no pads, and then sometimes if your elbow pad is not coming down, this whole area right here.
Oh, and that's how you can like.
And that's how you break your wrist or snap your arm.
Oh wow.
And guys will come down and hack it, which I hate.
That's gnarly though.
Yeah, it's super.
Isn't there
gnarly.
a rule about bringing your stick up above a certain height in front of you or something like that?
Oh, high sticking. Yeah,
high
you
sticking.
can high stick someone in the face or whatever. But
yeah.
I've just learned not to. I'm slowly. I'm on my way out, I think, with ice hockey for now.
Yeah.
Because
You always watch it, right?
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I'll play it. I'd rather play it than watch it, but I'd rather watch it than play it at this point because I'm starting to deal with the whole, I guess it's like a dad mentality where I'm like, I got to get home in one piece. I got to go to work. I got to take care of my kid. Like, I can't function and help my wife, I'm no use at home.
Yeah.
So a lot of my attention is turned to golf because golf is more... It's more me. I just challenge myself all the time. The other day, so Thursday.
I saw you with you were walking on the green with like an eagle.
Yeah, that happens a few times. It doesn't happen all the time.
But you were so excited.
I was super excited.
Yeah.
Because the game of golf is so difficult and people don't understand how hard it is. Like you can play well one day and then you can play again the next day and just play like shit.
Yeah.
So Thursday, first round shot 88, which is 14 over par, which is, I mean, if you want to compare it to the pros, they shoot even. They shoot whatever the course number is or below. And then the next round was, I shot an 83, so it was a 5-stroke improvement, which is huge. The best I've ever shot was 10 over on a long course and 5 over on a whatever executive course, which is like a shorter course. But in relation to, I don't know,
You got it, brother. Peace out. Sorry, we're saying bye to the live chat. Live chat went off today.
But yeah, I find that I'm enjoying golf more because it's a lot of nothing is the same.
Yeah,
and it's a game. It's not a game of inches. It's a game of centimeters. Like if your hands are off at one point, that's a difference of your ball either going straight, going 5 feet to the right, or 5 feet to the left. If you're not turning correctly, you're not. I don't know. It's to me, it's more of a mental game than a physical game because I have a good swing. I can hit, but if my mind is not in the right place, then my game's gonna be bad.
Then it doesn't matter how your swing is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really understand that, so I really enjoyed, and I think everybody does as they get into golf. You go into you go to the driving range, and don't work on your swing. Actually, break your swing. You just like try and drop bombs.
Yeah,
But it got really fun, and I realized that I really started to enjoy golfing when I started pinpointing. It's like, okay, well, like I know I can get this far with my driver.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, and I know that I can lob the ball this far with my lob wedge.
Right.
But what kind of using the same swing, right? The same swing on every club. You choke up a little bit on the smaller clubs, which I like that feel. My drive is bad because I end up turning my body and I open my chest up, so it ends up curving a little bit. I have to really try to fix that, but I feel like because I'm so choked up on my irons that I have a way better consistent
irons are so
shot.
much easier to hit than the driver. I try to stay away from my driver.
Oh, really?
If I don't have to hit it, I won't hit it.
Yeah.
I can probably get I'll lose 20 yards if I use I don't know, like a 3-iron or something.
Yeah.
I guess you would consider I'm more of a long hitter. So on average, an 8-iron will fly maybe for some people 130, 120 something yards for some people. I hit it on average 160.
Okay.
165.
Yeah.
So I can hit long. It's just the game of golf is it's like chess. People love chess because they like to challenge themselves, and not every single chess match is the same, but it's not chess against another person. It's chess against yourself and chess against how the course is designed.
For sure.
So I don't know. That's what I spend a lot of my time on. I think about golf. I watch way too much golf. I just downloaded that golf game on Xbox and I'm playing it.
What do you think about Tiger Woods winning?
The 15th major, and he's the Masters champion. That's dope.
Yeah.
I wish I would have put money down. I would have made a lot of money.
Yeah, I know somebody bet on Tiger Woods.
How much did he bet?
A
lot of money. He must have made a ton of money because he wasn't even favored to win.
Yeah.
The payout, I think, some guy bet $85,000 on him and made $1.2 or $1.6 million on it.
Are you serious? Yeah. Holy shnikes, dude.
Yeah, and then he doubled down on his bet, and Tiger lost.
That was a great. He lost. Wait, Tiger Woods.
Tiger didn't. So the second major was last week, the PGA Championship at Bethpage Black in New York.
How many are there?
There's 4 majors a year.
Okay.
So there's the Masters, which is always held at Augusta. There's the PGA Championship. There's the U.S. Open, which is at Pebble Beach this year, and then there's the Open, which is the British Open, where they play in like somewhere in Europe. Those are the 4 majors. Tiger Woods has won the Masters 5 times. He's won the PGA Championship 3 times. He's won the U.S. Open 4 times.
What did he win this last time?
The Masters. The Masters is the
at Augusta.
Honestly, I think at Augusta National. Yeah.
Okay.
Augusta, in my opinion, the Masters is probably the greatest
achievement.
Major. It's like if you can win there, that's a hard course.
Yeah.
And it's
Isn't Pebble Beach? My dad had said
Pebble Beach is very hard too. Pebble Beach is
it just unforgiving, or
it's an iconic course. It's unforgiving. It's not long. You have to be able to hit your shots exactly the way you want it.
Oh, okay.
I've never played there. I'm not going to pay $600 to play golf. That's just too much money for me.
It's $600 to play around there.
Yep. It's expensive.
Where do you play around here?
So I usually play Los Verdes in PV.
That's a good spot. I've played
I like
there.
that spot. That's where I shot 10 over. I was 81. That's like my best round, and that's
really?
one of the hardest courses that I've ever really played. I play wherever. The other day I just
do you
played
like Westchester.
Westchester's dope.
If
I'm having a bad couple like weeks or month of bad golf, I go to Westchester to reset because that's like my kind of my happy place where I get to work on everything on the course. Because you can go to the driving range, work on stuff, but you're just hitting the hit. Like there really is no, unless you have like a regiment. And I'm self-taught. I like learned all this growing up on my own. So I know how to fix things here and there. I don't have a coach. Never want to hire one because it's expensive. It's like $100 per
golf
lesson.
is expensive.
It's so expensive.
Bro.
So I don't pay full price for golf unless I really have to. The most I've ever paid was like $55.
Really?
But my childhood best friend who I just played with last Saturday, he lives in San Diego. It's either I go down to San Diego and play Torrey Pines, which is like $230 for me because I'm a non-resident, or $60 for him, or we go play at Trump in PV for $300.
$300.
That's a lot of money.
$300 a person?
Per person.
Wow.
It's that. I don't know if you've ever hiked over there. The trail.
Yeah.
That
so
course is in
dog beach and shit down there.
The course is in really good condition. It's one of the hardest courses.
Really?
You gauge courses by something called the slope rating.
Uh-huh.
And I think Trump is at like 146. Los Verdes is 126.
So the higher the
number, the harder it is. Westchester's I think is at like 88.
Yeah, there's like it's really flat.
It's really easy and it's very fun.
Yeah,
I love Westchester.
And you get carts and shit.
You can get carts. You can walk. I would rather walk that course than
you'd walk Westchester.
I'd rather walk that.
Oh,
it's so short. Everything's short.
Yeah, but not everybody walks. So then you're the fucking guy walking, and then people behind you are like, "Yo, can we give you a ride or something?"
No, some guys are like that, but like,
I don't like that. I don't like doubling up with people.
I don't like it either. I don't want to.
That's
why I don't want to ride on if I play by myself, I don't ride with anybody.
It makes me play fucking so much worse when somebody joins me and my friend. Yeah, like I play absolutely the worst.
Right. That's why I hate. It's weird because I'm probably gonna go to the what's this one, the El Segundo one?
Yeah,
I've never played that.
The Lakes. I'm gonna try it out. It's a 9. It's really small.
It's really short, huh?
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna try it on the way home.
You should, but it's like $18. It's
it's kind of expensive for a 9-hole. It's
really
crazy. Yeah, it's expensive. I played one of the courses in Long Beach for $17 the other day. Full course was done in 3 hours.
Tell me you live at I'll give you my address, and you tell me you live there. You just recently moved.
I can try that.
Yeah, because you're El Segundo resident, they'll give you a discount.
It's like $3 less or something like that.
Whatever.
Yeah.
You just were saying it's expensive and only 18. That's kind of a big
for
discount.
9-hole, yeah, it's kind of. I'm like, whatever.
We'll see.
But
Or don't.
When are we gonna play golf one of these days?
I'm down, dude. It's just like seriously.
I'll come out here and play. We'll go to Westchester.
All right, I'm down.
We won't walk. We'll take the cart.
Yeah, we'll have to take the car and tell everybody that there's no fucking way that they can play with us because I'm just way too good. And
I hate playing around. My biggest issue about going to the golf course by yourself is like you never know who you're going to be paired up with, because sometimes you can get the asshole guy who's really good who hates playing with bad people, and I don't know if I'm going to play well or bad.
Yeah, what's up with that? Why do people go to courses and don't like playing with people, but
some people just don't have friends that want to play golf, I guess. It's such a time commitment, you know?
Yeah, but then don't be a fucking asshole and make some friends that play golf.
Right.
You idiot.
So I've had to deal with a guy who had a really bad temper, and I'm like, I'm stuck with this guy for the next 4 hours, and I'm like, and it's not like I can just switch groups because the starter in the front tells you who you go with. Because I think the best route when you play golf is have 4 guys with you all the time.
Yes.
Always, because no one can join.
Because you don't have the random psychopath.
The random guy who's just like, and most of my experiences, 80% of the time, it's just a hacker. Guy doesn't know what he's doing. And I'm like,
really?
Oh my gosh. It drives me nuts. I'm just like, why am I here today? You know?
Yeah.
My wife knows it too. She's like, you're going to play golf today? Like, go play golf.
Do you play on the weekends?
Yeah. I play whenever I can.
So if you play on the weekends though, then you're definitely playing with fucking somebody.
No, sometimes I don't have anyone to play with. I have like...
No, you're definitely going to...
I'm going to have to play with someone random.
Yeah.
I hate that so much.
It's so gnarly. Do they ever try to talk to you? You guys just play golf?
I'm the talker, so I'll try to talk to people, and if they don't want to talk to me, I'm like, all right, fuck you.
So do you put in headphones, or what do you do?
It's
just quiet for 4 hours?
Uh-huh.
Dude, fuck golf.
No, man, I live in my own head. I'm just kind of like, I think about how to be better and where I want to hit the shot. It's like I said, it's all mental for me. So it's like when I walk, it encourages me to shoot better, to hit better. And
my dad thinks that they need to rebrand golf. They think that golf has lived in the antique store for too long. They put out some speakers.
No, dude.
Get some fucking jams going.
No way. It drives me nuts when I see guys wearing jeans on the course. I'm like,
oh, see, you're that guy.
I'm that guy.
You're that guy.
I'm old school, dude. I've been playing golf my whole life.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I used to get yelled at. I used to get yelled at the course if I was wearing jeans, and I'm like, oh, I'm like a little kid, right? So it's like, okay, I want to follow the rules and stuff. And then the guys who it's 50-50. Guys sometimes who show up in jeans, they're either really good or they're just here to get super drunk and they don't care. And they slow everybody down, which I hate playing slow golf. Some guys want to spend 45 minutes looking at their putt and they can't even make it.
Go to Waste Management.
Oh, that's in Arizona.
What's Waste?
It's like a party, dude. So I think it's the 7th. Correct me if I'm wrong. It might be the 17th hole or 16th hole. It's stadium seating. It's like 20,000 people on a par 3. So the pros hit it, and the crowd will tell you if you suck or not. They'll either boo you or cheer you, and they're just people are just drinking, and then the players will give out free shit to people.
Waste Management.
Waste Management open in Phoenix, Arizona. TPC Scottsdale.
I'm pulling that.
Look that up.
I'm pulling a picture of that.
Look up the. It's really cool. It's like stadium. They built it for that reason. It's I think they dubbed it the most exciting.
So Waste Management
open.
Open.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. You have to if you want to get to.
What is this? Oh, this is like the company.
Right, Waste Management Phoenix Open. There it is. The greatest show on grass. That's what it's called. Look at that right there.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Look at that. So you tee off on the top. You see right there on the top. You can show that to the people, right?
Yeah.
So at the top area where the kind of up there on the northern side, that's where you tee off, right? And that's the green. So you have to make it over there. And all those people are watching you. And those people that are in the stands, they get there at like 5:30 in the morning just to get a seat. And players won't get to that hole until about 3 or 4 hours later.
So they're fucking hammered.
Yeah, everyone's hammered.
Oh my gosh. So why was this hole created? Like, why did they make this?
Because they want to bring more interest into the sport of golf. So if they have stadium seating of some sort for golf, then they think that'll grow the sport.
It's
which
so
it is
weird with the Waste Management logo and everything.
Yeah, it's super weird.
Crazy.
This hole is the craziest one for sure.
This is Happy Gilmore.
It is straight up Happy Gilmore. And usually they quiet everyone while you're hitting. No one cares. They encourage
it.
Yep.
It's like fucking medieval times.
Yeah.
Golfing.
And the players have said they love it because it's different than what they're used to, and it gets them hyped up. I think on the Wednesday before, they do a pro-am, so a bunch of celebrities play. So it gets even pretty
fuck
rowdy.
you, Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, the crowd is ruthless over there, man.
Oh my goodness.
This just happened, I think, a few months ago, so you're gonna have to wait until next year for that.
So
to
is that
happen.
just a random? So maybe and the Waste Management Open, or is it this? Like, is it called something when they do this?
So the
Do
Waste
they have,
Management
a name
Open.
for it,
The Waste Management is a sponsor of the tournament.
Okay.
So that's their name on it.
So it's the Waste Management Open, and then on the 17th hole inside the Waste Management Open, there's stadium seating, and they fucking yell at you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they just thought
they call it the greatest show on grass. That hole in particular.
So why not
Do that all the time?
build a fucking stadium seating?
It's too hard, man.
I don't know.
Golf is not really meant for that. Golf courses are there's some golf courses that are built stadium style to fit a crowd.
Like what? Like what's a course that does that?
What's that?
By the way, that's going on
last year.
Instagram. 142. That's going to be our cut, sir.
What's
I was
that?
talking about the Waste Management Open. That shit is blowing me away.
I think it's what is it called? It was the one that they just played last year where Tiger Woods he blew it. He could have won, but he blew it.
Really?
I forgot what it was called. It's the course is built like that, so they have all these spaces on it where the spectators like stand, and it feels like you're in a stadium. That's why they would never have a tournament at Los Verdes. There's not enough space for people to watch. Like, it's just big open areas. That's why most of these tournaments are held in country clubs, because country clubs have all the space that they need.
They're so big, and it's so
big.
much. They use so much water, golf courses, huh?
Yeah.
It's not very reducing your carbon footprint, huh, bro?
No.
You should be riding your bike to the golf course.
At least I'm outdoors.
Yes, that's true. Which is good for you.
Good for me.
Not
it's good for me. It's good for my personal well-being.
So what are some solutions, would you say, if you were part of the
golf, the golf community,
well,
or
the
PGA Tour?
the golf community, but like to get this golf course LEED certified as like a fucking going green golf course? Do they, like, in the future, are they removing all of the grass and putting in just a fuck ton of AstroTurf, so it's like one big driving range? What's cracking here?
Apparently golf courses are good for, I guess, for the ecosystem of whatever's around
I
them
read that,
because
there's like
there's wildlife and stuff over there. Yeah,
and they'll eat wildlife.
Yeah. I mean, it's only in California where we have a drought, right? So every other place doesn't have that issue. Like Las Vegas has like really nice courses. Florida has really nice courses.
Scotland is a giant golf course.
So,
it's like
Scotland that's all link style golf, which is a different kind of golf, which is even more difficult.
What do you mean?
So sometimes you'll play there if it didn't rain. The fairways are baked, so you can hit like a 400-yard drive if you normally hit like 275. It'll just roll.
Why?
So it's because it's almost like the ball rolls on concrete because the grass is so dry. But it's that kind of grass that you can still play golf in, where you can still hit the shot and it doesn't feel like you're hitting cement. The ball rolls like it's on cement.
It's just like moss, like just Scottish moss.
It's just weird. So yeah, link style golf is more prevalent in like.
Why is it called link style?
Because I think it's wide open, and then some of the greens, you can have like a green that's like this big, and then one hole is here and the other hole's here, and it can happen at the same time. So if you hit over here, you still hit a green, but you have to putt like 100 feet to get to this side.
Oh fuck! So the holes are like linked up. That's why it's called
link style.
Link style, yo. Scotland's a big fucking grass field, bro. Why not? They got plenty of room. Why don't they just?
They have the European tour.
Yeah, they got St. Andrews Golf Course is what my buddy Kevin Butler told me. Shout out Kevin.
Did he play there?
Scotland. No.
Oh.
Kevin Scotland is not. Actually, take that back. Golfed a couple times with Kevin Scotland. Shout out Kevin Scotland and our bets at the Radisson. Have you ever played the Radisson?
No.
The Radisson is like trippy, man. It's in
Where's
Manhattan Beach. It's tucked behind a hotel.
That little tiny course called the Manhattan Beach something?
Yes.
That's a small course. That's a little short course.
It's 9 holes. And you can chip the whole thing.
Is it nice?
Yeah, it's fun.
How about this? One of these days we'll try this one and then we'll go to the other one.
You know, I bring like 3 clubs when I do the lakes. I bring like let's see, what would I bring? I'd bring like, well, no, because there's that uphill climb.
I'm gonna try it. I need to try it out.
Yeah, I would bring.
I just go there to the driving range before hockey games.
Dude, I like the fucking. You know what I would get in my adult career golfing is if I was just to play like nines, like that small little nines. I like the little sling. You know.
We call that the weekend warrior bag.
Yeah.
You literally you put like 4 clubs in it. You just hold it like one little handle and like a little.
It's like a sling. It's like bow and arrow
really
sling.
light. Yeah.
That shit's the jam, dude.
I don't think
I could get behind that.
You don't bring your driver to that.
Course, you
right?
can't. Well, there's no. I wouldn't,
over.
dude. I mean, you can. If you don't have a big drive, I don't have the biggest drive in the world. Like I've hit a 3 up that hill. You know, like a 3 wood.
Because at that driving range, when I hit my driver, it goes over, and I feel bad, so I just stop.
No,
hitting.
well, they ask you not to. So here's the deal: is like if you can hit over that fence, you know that you can hit over that fence. You know what I'm saying? Like if it happens accidentally, it's not a big deal because it's like you probably it was accidental. But if you know you can hit over that fence, fool, you know what you're fucking.
I couldn't see it at night, so I was hitting at night, and I was like, I don't see the ball dropping anywhere. So then I realized. I checked the Google Maps the next day. I was like, "Oh shit, there's probably cars or something over there."
No, so it was. Well, they're
like a parking lot, right?
They're gonna build something.
They're gonna turn it into Top Golf though.
It was like they used to process fucking
plant
dirt.
Oh,
some
it's like
shit over there.
Nothing. Okay.
Yeah, it was like industrial for the longest time, but yeah, now they're running out of space, man. They got to keep building shit. There's gonna be not a lot of open space over here anymore. No, there's like 2 malls stuck next to each other now. The Point El Segundo, where they do like yoga in the grass lawns and shit.
Geez.
It's fucking crazy, dude. And
they do that in Long Beach too. You see that all the time.
Well, it's not in a park, dude. It's in the middle of a shopping center, so it's different. It's
okay.
It's like outside of a fucking Lululemon, dude.
That's really weird.
It is really.
Imagine
weird.
just walking out shopping and like. Wow,
yeah, and there's yoga, but you know what? I mean, that's cool. But I like the shit where they're all like in a park. I was doing jury duty in downtown Los Angeles, and you walked by the.
You went to jury duty in downtown LA?
Yeah.
You don't have anywhere nearby here,
dude. There's the fucking courthouse down the way. I fucking tried to reschedule or change it, and they're like,
"How did you pull that?"
I don't know, dude. I don't fucking know. So,
you know how to get out of jury duty, right? You just keep scheduling it until you get to like Thanksgiving or Christmas time. They'll let you out within an hour.
Really?
So just keep.
Yeah, you still have to go.
Yeah, you still have to go, but you get out within an hour.
At this point, I would go because 1, it would get me out of work, and 2, I got some books I can read.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got a couple books.
But I mean, just think about it though. It'll get you out of work.
It's kind of trippy.
You're out there for an hour. They dismiss you. You're good for a year, and then you can just go home and do.
My work
you can
doesn't
do this.
pay me for fucking mystery duty time though.
Yeah, neither does mine.
So
not many people do.
Yeah. So
and if you do get on the case, you get $14 a day. Like, that sucks.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, you're not making it very fucking. You're not making me want to go to something I already don't want to go to.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's.
And they don't make it. They're not welcoming or anything. They're just super mean over there.
Oh no!
Oh, sign your name in.
Well, they do that. They fucking work that job, dude.
Every
the government job, dude, is tough. The DMV too is like
they have to deal with all the disgruntled people. You can understand why
they don't get only aces in there. You know,
they get the mean people. Most of the
there's
time.
really.
Have you been to the DMV when there's someone angry? It's really uncomfortable.
I try to stay away from the DMV as much as possible. As a matter of fact, I knew like half the reason I never wanted to drink and drive and shit is because I never wanted to have to deal with the DMV. It wasn't like not even the fines or anything. I was just like, I cannot get a fucking DUI because if I have to go to the DMV for any other reason than I've already had to, I'm going to fucking lose it, dude. I'm going to lose it. And because I feel that way, imagine how everybody else feels about it. And I think the people who work there recognize that they work somewhere where nobody's like, yes, DMV.
Yeah, the DMV is the fucking best.
But
I love it.
There's definitely DMVs that have short traffic though, but the ones that I go to
are always
packed, and it's crazy, dude.
I have to renew my license soon. I have to, you have to go in and get the little California bear on it so you can travel with it.
Yeah, do you not have like a newer license?
No, dude, mine is old, dude. Mine is. Let me see. Dude, check this out. This is my picture from when I was 15 years old.
Whoa, dude. Whoa, trippy, man. Whoa, this is an old license now?
Yeah, this is technically old. So in this corner right here, there's supposed to be like a
bear.
There's either
with the holes through it. It's like
limit supply, or there's a golden bear. If you have a golden bear, you can use this as identification only when you're traveling on like a plane or whatever. But if you don't have that bear, you have to bring your passport or another form of photo identification to travel.
Anywhere else in the United States?
In the United States. It's
That's
ridiculous.
fucking
It's
stupid.
No, it's super dumb.
That's
But everyone has to do it. So if you don't physically go in, you get a license, but you can't use it as your form of identification.
That is so dumb. Haven't had a license since. God bless Los Angeles Transit. Beat you to it. Damn. You haven't had a license since 2010, my brother.
Wow.
Wow.
You just moved to New York, dude. Take the trains everywhere. The transit here sucks, bro.
You can do that, or get a bike.
Get a bike, or you
Get a bike, dude.
Get one of those little scooters.
Bike. Dude, when you come, so he's gonna be in on Monday. Dude, when you come over, I'll show you my bike, and you can ride around the block, and you'll see, dude.
What time is he coming in?
He'll be on a 6. All my
on Memorial Day.
6. On Memorial Day.
I'm off that day. Yeah, I'm gonna tune in for sure.
Yeah, tune in, dude. Tune in.
I pop in from time to time when I'm free.
You know what's so great about the YouTube thing is it's really taken the pressure.
Watch it whenever you want.
Well, yeah, and it's taken the pressure off me being like, fuck, there wasn't a lot of people in the group chat today, and it affects the way I'm chatting, with my guests, and it's unfair to them and shit. So now that everything's going up on YouTube, it's like
people can leave comments and stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, but it's not even. It's so much less pressure that whatever's happening on Twitch.
Yeah.
Is not reflective of the interview as a whole.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
You don't make your guests feel bad because there wasn't as much interaction as the other one or whatever.
Learn as I go. In a year, this whole thing will be dialed. I think the next move, as I was talking to somebody about, is do the heavy grunt work for 3 years, or not 3 years. Hopefully not, 2 years at max. But then I have an 18-year-old kid who's trying to start his own fucking thing
and have him just engineer everything, do all the work.
Kind of engineer everything, but I'm on, but I would have to put in enough time where he would respect the fact that I need him to help me, because I don't want, hey, do this, bro. I want him to understand.
You gotta find one of those kids who are willing, be like, I want to learn and I love to do this.
Yeah, and
the passion has to be there.
Exactly, and to work for somebody who did make the art and schedule and fucking do the engineering and cutting and editing and schedule,
Everything,
and
it's a lot of work. You are a one-man show.
I am a one-man show.
I applaud your work ethic.
I am 85% of the show. The other 15% is all you guys. Without
85 is still the majority.
Yeah, but without you guys, it would not be what it is. And
you can run a show by yourself, I think. I think you would definitely be fine on a solo podcast. For sure.
I think that'll happen. I think there will be things in my life that I feel like I want to talk about, maybe because I'm kind of broadcasting my personality and my everyday experiences and stuff through this, and life is life, and I'll go through something one day where I'll be able to talk just myself for 2 hours, and it will be a single camera shot where it's me looking at the camera as I talk about stuff. And if that happens, it'll probably be a day where the chat isn't up, and I'm just talking.
You're gonna do it.
I'm just talking for 2 hours. But that's not my favorite thing, dude. I love interacting with people and stuff. And I've spent enough time with myself. I know what that rabbit hole looks like. And it's a rabbit hole. I like coming out into the sun, enjoying life with talented and rad people like yourself. And I don't know, once you get a taste of that, it's hard to do it. It's hard to agree on anything else, man. It's I could hear about my ideas, but it's a hard sell to me because I've dealt with my ideas. You have to. It takes a certain kind of listen to what the fuck I have to say, and I don't know.
It doesn't necessarily have to be that. People always listen. I mean, people are obviously tuning into you, and that your new listener was super stoked about. Didn't even know who you were, who I was. Yeah, and he was interested in hearing either one of us separately as well. So it's
that's cool.
You definitely have the audience. I think you have the talent to do it too. I think you should.
Dude.
You should try it once.
Yeah, it'll definitely happen. But for right now, again, I'm booked until July.
I know.
And you know what, dude? I got a fucking friend, and people hit me up all the time. Not people hit me up, but I come in conversations. And I'm like, oh my god, you should come on the stream. And then they're like, yeah, I'd love to. And I'm like, fuck, man, I'm not how's August sound? They're like, yeah, I'm down. Hit me up in August. I'm like, will do. So it's and I just get excited and I'll just be like, dude, I'm gonna book July. I'm gonna book July, and I'll book July in like a
Just do it.
day
Yeah,
and stuff.
I like it.
So we'll see. There will eventually be life will call, and
Yeah.
nothing lasts forever. So something in my life will happen where maybe I'll feel like this will be a good venue for me to comment on it, and
Mhm.
I'll log on by myself and vent. But that's not what this is.
You gotta let
supposed
me
to-
know when you do that though.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna. If you don't even tune in, just let me know.
Yeah.
You just post it up and I'll just watch it.
Yeah, for sure, dude. I again.
Monologues are cool. Sometimes.
The point of this podcast is to empower my friends, though. You know what I'm saying, and not
Is
myself.
it still like local only session?
Yeah, the local
Yeah.
only sessions, and it's really just to let all the people. I think feel like my life is so fortunate that I can't help but feel like other people would feel the same way if I
Mhm.
could figure out a way to create a window.
I
And
think
now
you're
that
just like I think you are showing people what it's like to just be themselves
yeah,
and just have fun with it. Like
yeah, absolutely,
this is all this. If we took this away, you and I would still talk like this.
yeah.
Most people will still talk the same way.
That's why 2 hours is important, man. It's
Yeah.
because you can't fake shit for 2 hours,
No, you
man.
can't fake
You
shit.
eventually
Yeah.
break. You'll say something fucking that's the real you.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been lucky enough to, everybody who's come on, I've been lucky enough to feel a sense of, like sincerity behind all their stories, and nobody
Yeah.
came out and tried to put a front. There was a little bit of pressure there from my guest, feeling like after Christian Landley's avalanche story, felt like
Yeah, that one was cool.
yeah,
that was a crazy.
that was
that was a
definitely
fun
cool.
one.
And then I had a story the other day. I'm not going to say his name, but there was definitely a guest on the other day who proceeded to tell me this whole elaborate story.
And it wasn't real.
No,
Oh.
it was real, but he retracted the story after the fact. The next day, he was like, "Hey, can we pull down the podcast? I've been thinking a lot." And so now there's, now I have to remind people, like, "Hey, this is going
This
on
is gonna
YouTube.
go up. I always
This is going to go
Yeah.
up." So I don't know, but I don't want to say that. So I'm thinking about like designing a sign up there that's like,
you got space for it. Yeah.
yeah, little fucking like loose lips sink ships or something
Yeah,
something
uh-huh.
along the lines of like, "Hey man, like, don't say anything
That
that
you
you
don't-
wouldn't be prepared." All the shit I said about Pat today, Pat, come get me. I'll say all that shit.
Yeah,
to your
don't
face.
be. Yes, don't be
Don't
afraid
say-
to say something that you wouldn't say normally to someone's face.
Yeah,
or
no,
whatever.
no
don't be
shit.
afraid of it.
And if
Just
it's
be honest.
and if it's funny shit talking, because I do have a lot of buddies on there. I mean, I am fucking have been around it my whole life. I know shit talking. It's what I don't want is, like, it sounds cheesy, but come as you are, man. I don't need
Yeah.
some crazy avalanche story to enjoy you as a guest, man. Like me and
Yeah.
you, all we did was talk about family, friends,
talked about-
and golfing.
We're just talking about whatever you wanted to talk about today.
And it's just fun for us to do because me and you are both talkers, and this is our morning jog.
Oh yeah, this is
You know?
definitely my brain is like awake, and now
Yeah.
I can.
And now you
We
can
can do
go.
whatever.
Now you can go
Do
get
whatever.
angry at yourself golfing.
Gotta go. I have to go to my wife's best friend's birthday party. She's 30 today. It's gotta be a
Right.
Taco Man today.
Oh shit!
My favorite.
Yeah, that's
She was like this morning. She's like, "Oh, there's gonna be Taco Man today." I was like, "Oh, Taco Man." And
Yeah.
she looked at me and she's like, "That's not the answer I was looking for." I was like, "I'm playing a golf game right now. Like, you
Yeah.
want me to just? Oh my God, Taco Man!"
Yeah, Taco Man. All right, buddy. Do you have anything else you want to say? We did fucking 2 hours, dude. Just like
No,
that.
I mean-
breezed on by.
No, I love being here. I like your space.
Thanks,
I
dude.
always feel like comfortable and calm when I go into cool spaces.
Yeah.
And this whole entire time, I've literally been looking at your light. This is live nudes, and it's just
That's
inside my head. I just chuckle like,
that's the nightlight from Big Daddy.
right?
That's-
Yeah, I remember we
that's
talked
what-
about
yeah.
that last time. I was
Yeah,
like, dude, that's
what
so
he gives
cool.
the kids. Yeah, I used to have it on, but it created this like super purple tint on my face. So now I have it on for the guest.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well,
I'm-
buddy,
yeah.
let's make sure we have you on, dude. Again.
Yeah, August. Let me. let
yeah.
me know when-
Let's
just-
do August.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, buddy.
Sure. Go.
All right, man.
Thank you,
It's
sir.
good seeing you, and I appreciate everybody tuning in. I fucking love you guys. Trevor, motherfucking Monday, baby. Everybody be safe this Memorial Day weekend. I seriously,
Oh, he's hosting.
seriously,
Now he's
seriously
hosting.
fucking love you. Peace out, everybody.
Later.